Do not worry.
Boom! How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new chill, do not worry stream, folks. I am joined by Karine. We're here, we're hanging out, folks. We are going to be rage baiting and watching the Nelk boys interviewing Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli prime minister, who was partly responsible, not partly responsible, but him and his cohorts responsible for the genocide happening in Gaza. A casual interview with the very qualified Nelk boys, obviously Steiny and the bros, folks. Who better to question Netanyahu about the genocide than Steiny? So it's kind of insane that we even have to that this is even a thing. We're gonna try not to waste a lot of time because I want to get into this pretty fast. But first, let me just take a moment to remind you guys that if you would like to support the channel, you can do so on Patreon. And let me take a second to thank some brand new patrons, folks. Fab and Jess Polido as abductee patrons. Welcome, Jess Polido. Blonde patron Fujoshi Cake. Superhero patron Irene the Dream. And let me also give a shout out to some of our superhero members like Haley D. Haley D, who is also not just a superhero member. She is the queen of queens. She's already gifted 10 memberships in the live chat. So Haley D, we love you. And she's also a superhero member on top of all that. So a special thank you to Haley. And she's a patron. So I don't know what she's doing so much to support the channel. So Haley, we love you. And blonde YouTube member Nam Goong, thank you so much. And Nola Magnolia. So if you guys would like to support the channel, folks, and you want to make sure that I can pay the crew and we can keep going, keep the lights on, you can check out Patreon. Choose a tier that's right for you. I just did a Patreon live stream today, exclusive for patrons. Or you can become a YouTube member. I just did an exclusive YouTube live stream for members yesterday, so that's two days in a row, 2 exclusive live streams. I'm going to try to do more content for you guys as much as I can. I'm going to watch the Fantastic Four early screening tomorrow night in IMAX, hopefully in IMAX. So I'm going to try to shoot a little vlog and release that for patrons as well. No promises because hopefully I get there in time to do a vlog. But anyways, there's going to be more exclusive content coming. You can also, so if you guys want to become support the channel, consider becoming patrons. Consider supporting us by becoming a member. There's different tiers for memberships. You can also support us in the live chat by doing super chats and stuff like that. But you guys don't have to do any of that to support us. It is more than enough for you guys to simply like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to make me extra happy, folks, make sure you subscribe to my brand new gaming channel, folks. Oh yeah, there we go. It's at 648 subscribers. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I am currently playing Dark Souls, torturing a lot of you guys that are watching me die over and over again and get pissed at my chat. I had to block someone from the chat yesterday. Some annoying little dude called Pink something. I forgot the name, but he got really obnoxious and he said that I was terrible at the game, which was the whole point of the stream. But anyways, you are gone from the channel. I have banned you for life. God damn it. Questioning me on my own channel, calling me a terrible gamer, insulting me. But anyways, folks, we need your help to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can monetize this baby. We got a whole bunch of other games that we want to play on there. I think the link has been posted. Karine, did you post the link in the live chat?
I did, but I can't pin it because I'm not Nour.
Oh, you can't pin it? Damn, let me try to pin it for you.
Sorry, Nour. I'm gonna read.
Karine is gonna put the link.
Can you pin it?
Let me try. I can pin it. There you go. So the link has been pinned on top of the live chat. It should be in the video description. You guys should be able to check that out. So we got 54 of you in the live chat. Hello, welcome. Anytime Chris Kunzler is streaming, I feel like we're in trouble because Chris Kunzler is just too great. He's too great, folks. And us streaming at the same time is always unfortunate. I don't want to make you guys have to choose between us and Chris Kunzler. The Kunz. I popped over and said hello. I love his live chat over there.
We need to develop a very intense British accent so we can be on his level.
I know, right? Well, I mean, look, this is the gaming channel right now, 649 subscribers. Bloody hell, it's going to take a long time to get to 1,000, but with your help, I'm confident we can make it happen, folks. Let me refresh one more time. Let's see how many subscribers we're at now. 651. There we go, folks. There we go. So check out these live streams. I'm gonna beat Dark Souls. We have a whole bunch of other games that we're going to play, fun, casual games, all sorts of stuff. I might be doing some movie reviews there eventually. Anyways, now that we have all that stuff down, just this fun, quick little clip that we can watch of Israel. This is Jerusalem cinema last night. Israeli mob chants death to Arabs as they attack Palestinian workers in the cinema. In the past week, Israelis chanting death for death attacked several Palestinian bus drivers in Jerusalem. This cowardly mob violence is sanctioned by Israeli authorities. Imagine going to the movie theater to enjoy, watching Fantastic Four. You want to watch some Superman, obviously the anti-Zionist, anti-Israel Superman, folks. Hell yeah, thank you, James Gunn. That was kind of fun. And then you just see a mob of Israelis just want to beat up some Palestinians who are serving them popcorn. Let's fucking see these freaks before we get into the Netanyahu Nelk boys interview.
Average Israeli, by the way.
They're just, they probably got out of watching Superman and they're like extra fucking angry and triggered. They're like, where are the Arabs? I must throw something. They made Moravia look like Israelis, even though the creators of Superman are Jewish.
I got a little French there.
And then you did. We must beat up the fucking popcorn servers. Like, Jesus Christ, you fucking freaks. Might be loud, but it doesn't need to be as loud as it is.
What the fuck is going on?
They're just throwing shit at bro. Honestly, these two fucking guys have fucking balls of steel. They're literally facing down an entire cinema, an entire mob of people who probably want them dead, and they're like, fuck you, motherfucker. They're just throwing shit right back at them, bro. Like, this is just a microcosm of Palestinian courage, I swear. Like Gaza, this is happening with guns and tanks attacking people, you know what I mean? Like destroying. This is like 100 people ganged up on two fucking guys behind a counter, and they're fucking like throwing popcorn boxes at them because that's all they have. But they're not gonna fucking run away and hide. They're gonna fight these bastards. They're throwing like the wet floor signs at them. Like, there are some cinema employees trying to defuse the situation. Look at that, bro. So I guess here they're chanting death to Arabs. Dude, this guy keeps going, man. Seriously, badass, bro. Fucking badass. What up? Lizzie Rose is in the chat. Haley D, Raimi, Winter, No Name. Marina just gifted one Do Not Worry membership to Tangerine. That's fucking awesome. Thank you so much, Marina. We love you. I'm only middle class member. Marina, you are golden class. If this were Dubai, we'd give you a golden visa. This fucking coward, bro.
If I said what I wanted to say, it would get demonetized. So how would she?
Don't say. Keep it in. Bottle it up. Bottle that in.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Don't you guys just love Israel? Don't you guys want to go to a movie theater in Israel and watch a film? You know what I mean? Wouldn't you feel nice and safe over there? Good, positive vibes, like everything in Israel. Great vibes. Probably does. Oh, he fucking got him right in the head, that fucker. Like, look, I mean, there's this one employee, this lady, the sole person that's trying to fucking help is this person right here. No one else is interfering, bro. Like, there's not a single fucking good Samaritan over here that's like, hey, guys, maybe don't harass and abuse the staff, okay? How about we not harass people and, like, throw shit at their heads? How about we relax and keep our cool? There's kids watching fucking Superman. Finally, bro, I hope like someone escorted them safely outside of the building, bro. Like, this is a fucking insane mob. Disgusting. Anyways, right before we get into the interview, this was a great tweet by Chris Kunzler. He said, if Hasan Piker was promoting terrorism by interviewing a 19-year-old from Yemen, what do you even call this? I mean, Netanyahu is the ultimate terrorist, is he not? Enough time wasting, folks. Let us watch Benjamin Netanyahu interview. Let us know in the comments if the audio is okay, if it's not too loud, if it's loud enough. We're going to watch it at 1.25x. Karine, try to keep your cool. We're two Arabs, okay? We're two Arabs who live in Lebanon.
Two angry Arabs.
Two angry Arabs who have been bombed by Israel over and over again, folks.
Nick, I have a confession. I don't know who the boys are.
The Nelk boys.
I've never heard of the Nelk boys.
It's
in
a
my
very
life.
like douchey, right-wing leaning podcast. It's the dude called Steiny. They've interviewed Donald Trump. They're part of the crop of podcasts of like bro podcasts that help elect Donald Trump, like the Theo Vaughn, Andrew
Really?
Schultz.
I've never heard of them.
I mean, Theo Vaughn does like Bernie Sanders and stuff, but I mean, they're kind of part of that whole Charlie Kirk. They're very pro right wing. Kind of, they interview Andrew Tate. They're friends with Andrew Tate. They're friendly with Andrew Tate. It's all about like
Yay, our favorite people.
Yeah, like they're part of the mentality that like the best way to look after your mental health is just go to the gym, bro. Like that sort of crowd audience, predominantly male, predominantly right wing, probably predominantly white.
You'd be surprised how many Mexican right wingers there are.
So,
but yeah, great.
So yeah, and like very influential overall. So yeah, they used to be. Tangerine says they used to be YouTube pranksters. They used to like just do.
Of course they did.
Prank videos and shit. So let's watch this.
Before we get into it, if you guys have not tried out the Prize Picks app, you guys gotta try it out. You guys know me and all the boys.
And they have a beer brand called Happy Dad as well. So they're always like wearing Happy Dad merch and shit. This podcast was filmed on July 8th. Any current events that occurred? I mean, yeah, bro, a lot has happened since then in July 8th. Like, you can't use this as an excuse. Like, but if there's something we didn't cover, we're sorry. They genocided a whole people since October the 8th till July 8th. So, yeah, everybody, we're going to get angry together. This is what we're basically doing. So, everybody breathe in. Deep breaths, goose fraba. Everybody relax. If you got something to smoke, light it up, whatever it is. If there's a little drink that you need, sip on that thing, because we about to get رح نتسمم كلنا يعني رح نتسمسم. Sorry, it's shit's about to get obnoxious. So yeah, let's go.
Hello.
This is fucking nuts.
This is so crazy. We are so not qualified to do this.
No.
That's what's interesting about this.
Yeah, you're not. Okay, but just before we get going, let's just read their comments, because their comment section actually gave me hope.
Which one's Steiny and which one's the other one?
This guy's Steiny. I have no idea who the fuck the other guy is, but this one's Steiny right here. And this guy's friends with like the H3 podcast. He's been invited on a few times. He keeps flirting with like one of their crew members. I just wrote shame on you guys. There you go. Very nice. 4 hours ago. A beautiful comment. But so like a lot of these comments, I'm presumably are like right wingers. This guy, Nick Strength and Power, says this was pitched to Netanyahu like this. Don't worry, these guys are idiots. You can use their platform to push whatever propaganda you want, and they won't push back on anything. Roheim says unsubscribed. And I mean, these people have said a lot of stupid shit. For this guy to be like unsubscribed means this was one step too far. Mind of a Criminal says, I miss when YouTube used to show dislikes. Gabrielle Zalo says the bar was already so low for you guys, but it's genuinely in hell with this one. Coincidentally, that's also where Netanyahu is headed. You guys didn't question him once. This is crazy. Asking him if he prefers Burger King or McDonald's while people are starving. This is insane. He used these guys because he knew they were in over their heads. Just another evil, pathetic tactic by our greatest ally. So no one has their back. And the only positive thing that I can glean from this is that like left wingers and right wingers are all at least the younger generation are in agreement that like fuck Israel. No one fucks with Israel. No one wants to support Israel anymore. No one wants to send Israel unlimited funds so they can murder and butcher women and children. At the very least, this is uniting a large swath of like the population. So as much as I hate the Nelk boys and I probably disagree with 99% of what their audience believes, this is kind of refreshing to see. This person says, looking at all these comments, I'm glad we're all on the same page. Zero pushback. You literally just let a war criminal talk freely for an hour to millions of fans. Just horrible. You guys are truly... and this is a cool comment. Reputation takes years to build and just seconds to ruin. So...
It's interesting that the right-wingers are okay with their regular content, but they draw the line at Netanyahu. But all the other right-wing stuff is fine.
I know, but look, we gotta take victories where we can get them. And they had to go on like this whole damage control thing. Here they are, like this is, if we have time, we're gonna try to react to this later. Like they got Hasan on a call. They talked to like everybody, like even Sneeko and Nick Fuentes, anti-Semite Nick Fuentes and anti-Semite Sneeko. They're like apologizing to everyone now because they pissed everyone off. They pissed off the leftists who already don't fuck with them, but they pissed off a lot of the right-wing audience that was supposed to be on their side. That's like, nah, we don't fuck with Netanyahu, bro. No one fucks with Israel anymore. So That's what's happening there. Let us begin, and let's go.
We're just not. We just should not be doing this.
Well,
Yeah, you should not be doing this.
Here we have the Prime
He's
Minister
very
of Israel.
orange. Like
This
his
guy?
daddy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like Trump, kind
Yeah.
of. Trump kind of orange.
Kind of.
I mean, very orange.
Benjamin Netanyahu. He's about to walk into the podcast right now. This is probably one
Wait,
of the
can I
most.
ask something?
Sure.
Why is Netanyahu doing podcasts? It's really silly. Like,
Because
kind of absurd.
Because Israel's fucked. That's how in the toilet the reputation is. And I saw a clip on Twitter. Like at one point, he's gonna be like, "Listen, I mean, the youth, the young people, they have a wrong Israel idea about Israel." So he saw that. But honestly, he saw that it worked for
Yeah,
Trump.
yeah.
You know what I mean? He was like, Trump got on all these podcasts. He was dancing with the Nelk boys. He was dancing with XQC and Aiden
So
Ross.
stupid.
So what if I get on there and I could launder the genocide that way? Maybe we can. Like that's exactly what he's doing. It worked for Trump. Maybe Trump even told him, "Hey, I'll give you the hookup. I know these great boys, the Nelk boys. We'll get you on a podcast. You'll get to talk about the genocide. You'll get to deny it. They're not gonna question you. They're good guys. They love Dana White and the UFC." Sorry, guys. Okay, let's go back.
If not the most controversial podcast we
for sure the most
have
we've
ever done.
Yeah, 100%.
Maybe not the most controversial we'll ever do.
Maybe not.
But
Maybe
this is,
it.
I mean, this issue is just like, and by the way, I want to say too, I'm not claiming to be an expert on this issue or anything like that. I'm kind of just probably like a lot of you
La wallah, you're not an expert.
We know.
What gave it away? The way you fucking wearing your suit right now? The way you can't even fucking properly tie a tie? Fix your fucking collar, bro. I mean, Netanyahu does not deserve the respect of even having a fixed collar, but like, you can't even dress properly, man. You can't even dress yourself and you're a fucking adult. So, of course, you're not qualified to be having this conversation.
guys that, you know, you read stuff online. And I feel like on the internet now too, it's like you don't even know what's real
I'm just sorry for keeping my impressions are the live chat is enjoying my impressions. Thank you guys. You guys give me so much confidence.
anymore. Like you read shit and it's like you see a headline and it's like, is this true? Is this not true? So I see so much stuff about, you know, what's going on in Israel and, you know, Iran and Palestine. And to be honest, I just really don't know what is going on there. So it's gonna be interesting to sit down with Prime Minister Netanyahu
Really?
and kind of just ask him some
Wait, he
questions.
said, I don't know what's happening over there?
He
Palestine.
just doesn't know what's
And to
happening.
be honest, I just really don't know what is going on there. So
It's only been happening for a year and a half. Is it? How long has it been? Honestly, I've lost fucking track of time. Has it been 2 years?
It's been
No.
almost 2 years.
It'll be
it's
2
gonna
years.
2 years in October.
It'll be 2 years in like 3 months.
How do they not do research before they invite someone to their podcast?
I don't know what's happening, but he's going to be here to educate us. The devil himself is going to tell us how he's not murdering all these women and children.
it's gonna be interesting to sit down with Prime Minister Netanyahu and kind of just ask him some questions about what we read online, and
Get educated.
probably gonna be a lot of
Get educated. Get educated. Look, Steiny, look, Aid bil bro. Oh my God, bro. These guys literally are and they're promoting their beer. Happy Dad beer. And Netanyahu's going to have a Happy Dad thing look, dude, if they never sell another bottle of Happy Dad, that'll be the greatest thing. Like, they have Netanyahu endorsing their fucking beer brand.
a lot of hate in the comments and stuff like that. In my opinion,
Monsters.
I mean, dude,
We're
if we
journalists,
get,
right?
I mean, we're technically
How
journalists.
can you pass up this opportunity at the end of the day?
No, and plus, at the end of the day, it's like we get
Okay, obviously I'm not gonna comment on them calling themselves journalists. They're obviously not, but like, how can we pass up this opportunity? Bro, you can pass it up unless you're gonna actually question the motherfucker, and you're actually going to question him, and you're going to test him, and you're gonna challenge him. Yeah, you can pass up the opportunity because you're not fucking qualified. Like, I'm gonna give you guys an example. When Noah Samson was trying to do his live stream, his fundraiser live stream, he was looking for interpreters because he wanted to have Rashid al-Haddad on, the young Yemeni man, Timothy Chalamet, okay? And he was looking for Arabs who could try to help translate. At one point I'm like, wait, why don't I throw my hat in the ring? Like, I speak Arabic. I could probably help translate 70% of it. Like, it would be fun. Like, how could I pass up this opportunity to like meet Rashid al-Haddad, like fucking talk to him? Then I was like, but I'm not qualified. Like, there's 100 million people that are better at Arabic than I am, that could understand Yemeni Arabic and like give a more accurate translation. Why do I even want to fucking ruin the stream? So I was like, just fucking stay the fuck out of it. Like, because I was not qualified to do it. I speak a little bit of Arabic. I speak Arabic fluently, but like not well enough to be a live translator for something that important. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm not qualified to do that. You should know when to take your hat out of the ring, bro. Like, it's fine.
opportunity to sit down with one of the most powerful people in the world, a world leader.
Yeah.
And we get to ask him some stuff, and we're gonna ask him what we want to ask him too. So if you guys, want to hear shit, whatever questions you guys want to hear, there's probably a ton of other interviews of him on CNN or like, typical news stuff. We're going to ask him what we want to ask him. So
actually,
to
no,
me,
there's
this is
not. All
crazy.
the interviews with Netanyahu, bro, are softball interviews. You guys had it, but the only reason he even agreed to sit with you guys is because he knows you're a bunch of fucking idiots. He knows you're idiots, you're morons with, like, you don't know shit about what the fuck you're talking about. You don't know shit about geopolitics. You don't know anything about your own local politics. What's happening locally in your own neighborhoods, in your own states, in your own fucking counties. How the fuck are you going to know what's happening in Palestine right now?
Like how far we've come, and we get to sit down with world leaders.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. So
Yeah. I mean, for any backlash, this is just an opportunity, again, you can't really pass up. I don't see it. Like, there's no one else doing this.
yeah, I don't give a shit. I'll sit down with any world
How
leader.
do
in
they
the
sound
world.
like in
I mean,
one
my
time
dream.
speed?
Hmm?
How do they sound like when they're like not sped up?
Let's see.
Yes, is Kim Jong Un.
Both of
Kim
ours.
Jong Un, if you're watching this,
This is kind
Oh,
of
I'd
like,
love
very
to come to
douchey,
North
okay.
Korea and interview
all
you
I could
as
think
well.
about is the interview when we're doing
I'm
this.
so down to pull up to Moscow and interview Putin too.
Yeah. We'll do everybody.
This is what sets off podcasts. You could put a small microphone here, but no, you have to see this.
I'm already
thing, right?
triggered.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's trying to act all nice and shit. Oh, I'm on a podcast. I'm on a podcast right now. Fuck, I lost the Netanyahu. I can't do it anymore. You put a little microphone, but now... Oh, there it is. You gotta put a little microphone on. Fucking piece of shit. The devil, man.
Mr. Netanyahu with us today. We're here.
Mr.
in the
Netanyahu. Sorry, we're gonna pause a lot. We're gonna be pausing a lot. I'm sorry. The heads up, manhalla.
Blair House.
Yep.
Right? Is this the White House grounds?
Close.
Close.
It's the sort of the official guest house of the United States.
How have you seen like the White House and stuff? Like, how has it evolved over the years, over the times of you visiting it?
I've met
So I just
quite a few of the American presidents because I've
It's
been.
the official guest house of the United States. So this is like a U.S. government sanctioned fucking podcast interview with the Nelk boys, bro. What the fuck?
I think we're in hell.
We are in hell, bro. We are in hell. We are literally in hell, burning right now. Like, I should be dead right now. This is.
in office pretty long time. Not because we don't have elections, but because I've won quite a few of them. Okay, I think there's never been a friend like Donald Trump in the White House for Israel. I think he's a remarkable leader. I think he's changing history. He said he'll make America great again.
What a bar. There's never been a friend like Donald Trump. Oh my god, bro. The fuck you mean the Epstein guy? The fucking Epstein guy whose own base doesn't even fuck with anymore, bro? Dude, the right wing, honestly, they've been eating shit this last fucking week. Like, between their hero Trump being basically outed as a fucking pedophile who's definitely on the Epstein list. Most definitely.
Known. Nobody knew.
Why is everybody still talking about Epstein?
It's not real. You imagined that the entire time.
Why is everybody talking about, like, you know what I mean? And now the fucking Nelk boys are interviewing this guy and they're getting yelled at by their own fucking audience. It's nice. It's, you know what? It's a good
Very
week.
satisfying.
Half,
Eat each other.
Half-Tooth Replica says, imagine being paid to talk to Netanyahu. Right? I mean, it's the only way to do it, but like, you can't pay anyone enough to fucking talk to this man. Veronica, our beloved Veronica from Israel, says a rule of thumb: never try Will Ferrell and James Franco ideas at home. She's talking about the dictator because he was talking about, it's like, let's interview Kim Jong Un. I did kind of like that movie though. I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of like the interview. Guilty pleasure of mine.
He's already done it. You know, America is widely admired now around the world. And especially after our joint operation against this regime that wanted to, chance death.
Nobody admires the U.S.
Did it say America
Nobody.
is widely regarded around the world?
Yeah.
Bro, nobody fucks with America right now, man.
Nobody.
Superman isn't making enough money worldwide because the world hates America. And they think that Superman represents America. Captain America, the latest one, fucking tanked. It's because you've been genociding a whole country for the past fucking 2 years. Ain't nobody fucking with America right now, bro. Bombing Yemen, bombing everybody.
America, death to Israel. Well, I think together we've shown the world a different.
And look, he's using his sexy voice. He's using... I left that super chat on Chris Kunzler's chat.
Netanyahu, I'm trying to sound like...
Why is he raspy?
Hey, Nelk boys, did you hear about the aid trucks that Hamas is trying to steal from the Palestinians? It's really not right what they're trying to...
Like, fucking, bro, what are you trying to... You're trying to fuck Steiny?
Hey guys, are you wet yet?
Are you trying to fuck Steiny? What's happening, Netanyahu? Why are you trying to sound like a smooth
talk? No, it's not. There's actually not a genocide happening. You know what I mean? It's just human shields.
Like
Different face of America, very powerful, very directed.
very small,
very
by the
resolute.
way.
You guys are very tight, right? Would you call it a bromance?
Well,
Size-wise,
we've
he
known
feels
each other
compact.
several decades.
He is pretty
and,
compact. And he's shrinking. He's at that age where he's just shrinking.
What do you like
now.
best about him?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His nose and ears are going to continue. Look at those fucking ears, man. His nose and ears are going to keep growing, but his body's going to shrink. He's at that age. Shrinkage.
You meet him close up, and Sarah and I have had this opportunity many times, including last night in a great dinner we had at the White House. First of all, Donald Trump can be very funny.
Of
You know,
course.
he can be very funny. He can
Especially off camera,
He
right?
can absolutely. He can split your. You sort of sit there and you start.
Stop. Why are you whitewashing this fucking criminal? This man is literally wanted by the international criminal, like the ICC and the ICJ, the International Court of Justice, and he's fucking chilling with the Nelk boys. Full send podcast. I mean, this was definitely a full send podcast. You sent your fucking audience away.
Guffawing because it's so funny. And also, I'll tell you something else. That Sarah, who's a psychologist, and she, psychologists, psychologists,
Of course.
they look at people,
Hmm.
they identify very quickly with that. You know what she said to me about Donald Trump? She said he's a good person. He has a good heart. He wants to do good. And that is something that I think that you have to know him well to appreciate it. And the last thing I tell you about him, okay? I mean, I can tell you many things, but he cuts through the chase. He cuts through the BS. I have to spell out what BS
Voice
is.
is so
He
fucking
cuts
low.
through the BS. He goes
He's
right
trying
to
to.
the
He's really
to the
trying
heart of the
to.
matter. And sometimes he says things that
Trying to appeal
Get
to a new
right to-
demographic. He's trying to get the ladies now.
Hey, ladies.
But I'm sorry to tell you, Netanyahu, it's just a bunch of white dudes, white bros watching this fucking podcast normally. Their audience is not who you're trying to appeal to, man. And they're even like the white men watching the Nelk boys are repulsed by you.
No one
don't
wants
wanna
to fuck,
really
man.
think through. And he cuts to the bone. And that is an amazing quality because it lets you focus on the things that are important. So it's been an incredible partnership, both personally, but also for our two nations.
Did you have any type of relationship with Biden?
Not the same. I've known Biden for, 40 years? Almost as long. Well, both of them. Over the decades, it was a different relationship. It was a friendship, but also it evolved into, how shall I say this? Severe disagreements.
Mhm.
And with
Yeah,
Donald-
severe disagreements because they stopped sending you money to murder hundreds of thousands of people, right?
But like they still sent them billions of dollars. Where was the disagreement?
You got to do everything, bro. You got to level Gaza, and then Trump just swooped in. It's like, let's build a hotel. Like it's Biden did the job for Trump. He already did it, bro. He got it fucking running. He got the machine running, the genocide going. You know what I mean? Trump didn't have to do anything. He didn't have to lift a fucking finger, bro. So Biden is a great friend of Israel's, bro. I'm sorry, Biden and Kamala.
Trump, we've had powerful agreements. And where there's no daylight between an American president and an Israeli prime minister, amazing things can happen. Like our common enemies who chant death to Israel, death to America, and want to develop atomic bombs and the means to deliver them to this city and to every part of America. All of a sudden, they're not so intimidating. All of a sudden, we can defeat them. All of a sudden, you can use these brave American pilots who come from around the world, drop it right over the bunker, and help us end the amazing feats of our soldiers.
Bro, no one wants to fucking bomb America, man. You think Hamas, they just want to fucking get bread to eat. You think if they've managed to like finally get a house, get a job, you're like, all right, now that we've fixed our lives and our kids aren't getting killed and mangled, let's go bomb America. Like, what the fuck, dude? They just want to live a normal life on their land in Palestine. No one has any interest in doing anything to America or Americans. Why would they? They just want fucking peace, bro. No one is interested in starting a war or jihad in fucking America, bro.
And pilots. That's an amazing thing. It's good for America. It's good for the security of every single American.
How do you feel about the Americans' opinion on Israel right now?
Well, look, I think the broad segments of the American public support Israel, but I'm concerned that the young people in America, some of them are getting the wrong picture of Israel,
radical left.
vilification, demonization. You can feed them a lot of lies.
The young people, fuck yeah, bro. Young people don't fuck with you. And they ain't gonna fuck with you because social media fucking exists and live video, bro. That's it. Game over. It's fucking donezo, bro.
But the only way you can fight lies is with the truth. How do you fight lies? You tell the truth.
Yeah, and you banned TikTok, you fucking pieces of shit. They literally panicked so much because TikTok was so fucking pro-Palestine, bro. They literally banned it, and now an American company wants to acquire TikTok, and it's all gonna change, and the algorithm is gonna change, etc. Fuck you guys, bro. Like, they literally went after, like, Instagram. If you started to post pro-Palestine shit on Instagram, you would get shadow banned. People had to start posting fucking watermelons instead of the Palestinian flag because Instagram would limit your stories. So, I mean, you know, if you can't convince the people with the truth, just control the means of communication.
You have to tell it as often and as intensely as the lies that are leveled against you. And that requires an effort. It's like another battlefield, you know? And I'm doing this podcast, among other things, to reach young
Of
people.
course.
You guys are pretty
Oh, there
young.
it is. I'm doing this podcast. He's doing the podcast to reach young people, and of course, because they're losing the PR battle. They're winning, and like winning the war in terms of like weaponry. Of course, you're gonna murder as many Palestinians as you want. They could murder all of them tomorrow by just like nuking them if they wanted to, but they're doing it a bit more slowly, a little bit more methodically. Because if they nuke them, you can't deny that it's a genocide, right? But they're losing the PR war. Like, it's not even funny. Like, at this point, the world's opinion on Israel, it was already kind of in the toilet, but like, you're losing Americans now. Like, you're losing your biggest fucking ally. Marina sends $2 and says Palestinians are starving and he's having fun. It's insane. It's insane, Marina. It's disgusting to watch. And thank you so much for the support, Marina. We love you.
I mean,
30 years old.
30.
30.
That's young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think the biggest misconceptions are about Israel?
Well, first of all, they don't know what kind of an open society it is, how pluralistic. I mean, we live in the heart of the Middle East, okay? Iran is not that far away. In Iran, they hang gays by
Beleshna, we started with the gays, always using gay people as a shield. Stop using gay
What
people.
did he say? I didn't hear it.
He's like, oh, it's the most open society. It's an open society. They're always going to talk about gay people and the fact that you can be gay there, and they use literally gay people as human shields over in their arguments.
I mean, we live in the heart of the Middle East, okay? Iran is not that far away. In Iran, they hang gays by cranes. In Israel, probably Tel Aviv is one of the.
Let's
the
pull
most
up the
open-
statistic.
We
for
get
how many
it.
fucking homophobic Israelis there are. Let's pull up some fucking statistics, actually.
Bro, we get it. Men can suck dick in Israel. Women can go down on other women in Israel. We get it. Is that a reason to fucking genocide a whole other fucking population? Stop using gay people as fucking examples, bro. Like, it's fucking disgusting, man. And by the way, we live in Lebanon. Your neighbor. We're pretty open about gay people here, too. It's not perfect, okay? It's not. It's definitely, there's a lot of room for improvement. But, like, stop pretending that Israel is this beacon of hope, bro, okay? Gay people have rights in Israel. Great. Let Palestinians live.
Honestly, I feel like us in like Lebanon and Israel have like a pretty equal homophobic to non-homophobic. The only reason they have pride parades there is because of the US.
Exactly.
Like
And
if there wasn't like if the US as a concept didn't exist and didn't send them billions every year, they wouldn't be having pride parades.
dude, not only do they send them billions in dollars every year, they send them tons of people. Like the
Yeah.
I'm sure the majority of the people that are participating in the gay pride parades in Israel are like Americans and like Europeans that have an Israeli passport as a second passport. They're dual citizens. They're just going there to have fun in a nice Middle Eastern country to enjoy the weather, because the weather
Like,
here
blatant.
the weather here is pretty nice in the area. You know what I mean? Like, and look, gay marriage isn't even legal in Israel. Everyone's saying it's not even legal there. So what makes it better than Lebanon? Like, fuck off, bro. And again, no one cares. Let them build a fucking society, and then they'll get to gay rights, bro. Right now, they're trying to get bread. They're literally trying to get flour right now. No one, even the gay people, don't give a fuck about their rights right now in Palestine. They want to eat. The gay people in Palestine, bro, guess what? They just want to get some food. Then they'll worry about their own gay rights, man. Like, priorities, my man.
Liberal-minded city on earth. Israel is a high.
We visited there, yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
completely different.
Our assistant
Women.
skate too. He had a good time.
Well, you could vouch.
yeah, no, we all had a good
So,
time.
you know, I mean, look at that. How about women? Okay. Women in Iran, they shoot the women. They shot this extraordinary.
How many women has Israel shot, bro? You really want to get into that?
They shot like a toddler yesterday.
How many women?
Fuck off.
Yeah, so like, they shot women in Iran because of the veil. Okay, dude, the Iranian government can be disgusting at times. Fuck you guys, doesn't excuse you. Well, they do that, so stop with the fear mongering, bro.
brave and beautiful woman shot on the
Beautiful
sidewalk
woman,
because
relax.
she showed too much hair. In Israel, women are, you know what women, I'll tell you what the difference is, okay? So I had this young woman officer in my military secretariat. You know, the prime minister has military secretariat, and usually has a general and it has staff assistants. One of the staff assistants was this young woman pilot, navigator.
They have a young woman pilot, folks. Karine, we got to clap. A young woman pilot working in the Israeli, working for Netanyahu. Stand up. You got to stand up.
I'm not gonna stand up. They got women doing war crimes.
They have women in their government, folks. Wow. Truly, shocking stuff.
On leave from the Air Force to do this work in the Prime Minister's office. You know what she did now?
Hmm.
She was flying over the skies of Tehran, you know, attacking this horrible regime that tyrannizes the women in Tehran. That's the difference. The women there get shot on the sidewalk.
I'm pretty sure the women in Tehran were more terrorized by your fucking bombs killing innocent women and children and civilians than they were of their own government, bro. You're not going to liberate people. Remember, you can't liberate people by bombing them. You're not going to get people on your side. You know what most Iranians want now? They probably want their government to make nukes more than ever. They want their government to develop nukes more than ever as a fucking deterrent to your mad fucking military and your genocidal military. Kelly Morales sends $5 and says, as a queer person, I don't care about the politics of gay rights when people are literally starving. F off Israel. Kelly, we couldn't agree more, and thank you so much for the support.
An Israeli woman pilot helps liberate Iran, quite the women of Iran, and boy, that's a big difference.
Yeah, Haley says Ela laps that up. That is exactly the thing that Ela tweeted about, by the way. Ela Klein, like, oh, the women pilot in Iran, women can't even walk around without the headscarf, but look at the brave Iranian, brave Israeli pilots, heroes, true heroes, as they're bombing literal women, and they're bombing like fans of H3 who like the H3 podcast who happen to live in Iran, and Ela's out there celebrating, oh yes, women are bombing you.
And that's true of everything. It's true of nightlife. It's true of the startup nation, the incredible ingenuity and entrepreneurship, incredible freedom. Israel is a I would say is a.
But if you want to talk nightlife, Lebanon has legendary nightlife. So fuck off again, man.
And we don't smell like shit.
And they're always trying. That's the thing about Israel, bro. They want to steal everything that, like, from other, because they have no fucking culture. Oh, Lebanon is a good clubbing destination. We're the best clubbing destination. They want to fucking be the destination in the Middle East for tourists,
Yeah,
bro.
you will never be Beirut. Tel Aviv will never be Beirut. You could fucking cry about it all you want. You will never fucking be Beirut because no one wants to party with Israelis because you guys are rancid human beings.
And you guys can try, bro, but like the majority of your fucking culture comes from America and comes from fucking Europe. You got no
shitty techno music.
and schnitzels, bro. You've stolen schnitzels. You don't even have fucking cuisine, you fuckers. Anyways,
a paragon of freedom in an area that doesn't exactly enjoy freedom, and to have young Americans
We have freedom.
march and support these mass rapists, these people who beheaded men, who burned babies alive. I'm talking about the Hamas monsters. Is that their
Simone says audio keeps cutting up for me. Try refreshing your stream. That might be the issue.
ideal? They don't know nothing. I mean, they don't know what they're talking about. And I want to bring that truth to them. So Israel is a great free society and the best partner that America has anywhere on
Great
earth.
people there for sure. When we visited, everyone was so welcoming and
Oh,
people
they
were inviting us
visited,
over
of
for
course.
dinner and
Yeah.
stuff. But I see, like, that's the thing too. I'm not claiming to be an expert too, but I'll just read stuff on like
I
X
know.
and like people will say like Israel's killing babies or like they're starving people.
That's completely false. In fact, the reason
Oh my God, here we go.
That's not happening. We've never killed a child ever.
Here we go.
That's not true at all. What, all these, oh, you mean the fake news, the fake reports that of all that footage? It's all fake footage of the children dying.
Let's,
Israel, like that's the thing too. I'm not visited. Everyone was so
I
welcoming.
just want to see how
and
they
people were
bring up
inviting
this
us over for
fucking
dinner.
point again.
America has anywhere on
Great
earth.
people there for sure. When we visited, everyone was so welcoming and people were inviting us over for dinner and stuff. But I see, like, that's the thing too. I'm not claiming to be an expert too, but I'll just read stuff on like X and like people will say like Israel.
Okay, but he called it X, so you know the
Yeah.
guy's a freak. You know what I mean? If you ever call Twitter X, you've already lost. You've lost the battle. You've already don't interact with me. Don't send me a post on X. You know what I mean? Like, thank you.
Israel's killing babies or like they're starving people.
That's completely false. In fact, the reason
So I just saw on X that Israel is killing babies or starving people. What do you have to say about that, Netanyahu?
we have civilian
It's completely
casualties
false.
in Gaza is be false. In fact, the reason we have civilian casualties in Gaza is because Hamas, who are basically horrible murderers and killers, okay, committed to our destruction and your destruction.
Oh, and your destruction. They don't give a fuck
course.
about Steiny and his fucking orange friend, bro. They don't give a flying fuck, okay? My guy. And at least he admitted to killing civilians. Look, the fact that there's civilian casualties in Gaza and no fucking pushback from these two idiots, bro. Like, he says, no, that's not true. Well, fucking push back. Fucking challenge him on it, bro, you fucking dumbasses.
They say so openly. I mean, they say the big enemy, the real enemy, the great Satan is America. And Israel is the small Satan. But it's a small Satan that is standing in their way of
Yeah, that's true. That is fucking true. America is the great Satan, bro. They're the biggest supporter of Israel, and they're the biggest funders of Israel. They give them all the money for weapons, bro. It is their fucking fault, bro. How many countries has America destabilized around the world, bro? How many governments have they fucking ruined? How many leaders have they toppled? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, everybody knows at this point, man. Like, stop it, stop it. You can you can go to as many podcasts as you want. You can go on the Andrew Schultz podcast if you want. You can go hang out with Theo Von if you want. And I doubt any of them would fuck with you, to be honest with you. It's too late, bro. Look at this stupid little hostages pin over here.
I forget, I will say, I have a golden ribbon pin like that for the Children Cancer Center in Lebanon, and I haven't worn it since October 7th because you fuckers ruined it for everybody.
Yep.
Fuck you.
You gotta burn that pin. Flush it down the toilet.
Literally, fuck you. It pisses me off so much.
Veronica says, Tel Aviv is so LGBTQ friendly. Israel is so accepting. That's why all the queer community moved to Berlin in the past 20 years. Oh, look at that.
Wait, is that why Berlin is so freaky? Is it half Israeli? That makes sense.
I mean, oh yeah, the Germans are crazy. If there's a lot of, I'm sure there's a lot of Israelis in Germany too. That makes it crazy. But I mean, look, Veronica, we have someone in the coming to us from Israel telling us that that's fucking bullshit, and the gay community there is like running away to Berlin because they don't like fucking with Israel.
Conquering with other Iranian proxies, conquering the Middle East, and then we move on to you. So America is the great Satan, and America, needs to disappear.
Inshallah, in this
and we stand in
lifetime.
their way. But one of the things you have to understand is Gaza is the densest urban environment you can find, and Hamas embeds itself in the civilian population of Gaza, the Palestinians, okay? We tell the Palestinians, hey, leave.
We're
Because
doing
after
the
they
oh my God, bro.
It's the same talking points from October 2023.
Bro-
It's the same exact talking points.
Bro, it's 2025. Like, the Nelk boys are letting Netanyahu do human shields. He's doing the human shields segment, bro. He's doing the bit.
Fucking
He's doing.
hell.
Are we doing the human shields bit again? Bro, it's been 2 years, man. Oh, not like I was gonna say, read a book. You don't open Instagram and look at the videos of the dead children, Steiny. You don't even need to read a book. That's what's good about this whole thing. You know what I mean? Not good, but like, you know what I mean? Just the videos are everywhere. Minimal research. 5 minutes of research, my guy. You know what I'm saying? What did you gain from doing this? What did you get? What do you get out of this, you fucking idiots? Part Twain sends $5 and says, fast forward to next week when spineless AB is shaking hands and laughing with Steiny. Exactly. And like, hey, Steiny, do you want to date Olivia?
Oh,
It's so funny. For the girlies. Oh, Olivia. For the girlies, folks. Anyways.
Us and raped our women and beheaded our men.
And Fart Twain, thank you so much. Oh,
You
sorry.
rape everyone.
I paused over the raping and beheading. Sorry, let's go back.
Hey, leave. Because after they butchered us and raped our women and beheaded our men and burned our babies, we have to remove this threat.
If it wasn't bullshit, you wouldn't need to keep repeating that. Like, the fact that they keep repeating, like having to say, like, bro, honestly, like 9/11. People saw what happened on 9/11. I'm just throwing that as an example. When people talk about 9/11, they don't have to repeat, like, 2 buildings and the planes went in and people were burnt to a crisp. And like, we saw what happened. It looked pretty bad. You know what I mean? You don't need to keep describing it graphically. The fact that he has to keep saying this is because it's a lie, and he has to keep fucking shoving it down your throat to try to convince you and make it a reality. You know what I mean?
And the sex, the rape, the fucking sexual torture or whatever, which they've been trying to peddle in the mainstream American media since October 2023, and they tried to do it again recently, and then nobody believed it because nobody has ever found a shred of proof that any fucking rape as an act of war has happened by Hamas to the Israelis.
Even if it didn't, honestly,
But fucking the IDF rapes everyone. Men, women, children, with their dicks, with fucking guns, with anything, and you fuck us. Sorry.
And no. And when someone tries to put these IDF soldiers or prison guards like in fucking prison for raping prisoners, the Israelis take to the streets and protest in anger for their right to rape prisoners.
How dare you not let us rape these filthy Palestinians?
Yeah, like, I want to shove my fucking baton up his fucking ass. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you fucking psychos? And they take to the streets, and then the head rapist Israeli guard is now like a local TV celebrity. He shows up on like on talk shows. He shows up on fucking game shows. At first, he used to wear a mask to hide his identity. Then he got so comfortable that he took it off. Now he's out in the open, fucking hanging out. Okay, so No Name says, yeah, Karine's mic sensitivity seems to cut off her voice.
Sorry, that was really loud. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so if we get too loud, the mic, might cut off. We're using a noise gate, folks. That's what you guys were asking for. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine, folks. We're going to try to yell a little bit less, but we're going to be passionate.
We come in to take care of the Hamas terrorists. But the Hamas terrorists don't leave the civilian neighborhoods.
But what I was going to say, that even if there was, bro, look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that not a single person in Gaza either from Hamas or from, there is multitudes of, like, it's not just Hamas that is active in Gaza, okay? Was there probably an instance of, like, someone who maybe sexually harassed or even maybe raped an Israeli prisoner or guard or whatever? I'm sure it has happened, because you know what happens in war? In every single war? Sex crimes. You got fucking crazy motherfuckers on every side of every battle, bro, that perpetuate.
It doesn't make sense for it to have happened anyway.
It doesn't make, no, I'm not saying on
Because
October
they were
7th.
very tight on time anyway. Logistically, it makes no sense.
I'm not even saying on October 7th. I'm saying maybe one of the hostages in one of the, like, in the year that they were held.
Maybe the world was made of pudding.
It may have fucking happened. It still does not excuse a fucking genocide, and they're making it seem like it was like a systemic thing, like everybody was raping on October 7th. They were running around grabbing prisoners and raping them. Bro, none of that shit fucking happened, bro. Okay? But are we denying that there might have been some sex crimes? No. Everybody, since the dawn of time, bro, rape and fucking sexual crimes and sexual violence, unfortunately, comes with fucking war. But that does not excuse a genocide, and you do not use several instances to dehumanize an entire population and to try to convince people that they deserve to be genocided. So, let's go.
And we say to the civilians, we call them up because we have their telephone numbers. We say, leave, please leave. We send them leaflets, millions of leaflets, please leave. We do everything that is possible that no army has done. They want to leave. You know what Hamas does? They shoot them. You say, we want you to stay because we want to have civilian casualties, because then they can show
Can
it
you
on
pause for a second?
CNN or all these
I'm
other...
gonna one sec. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna try to fix the audio real quick. I'm just gonna change the settings real quick. Okay, no, that's not what I need to do. I'm gonna cut to you. Say what you want. Just 1 second.
Israel, let's fucking like put thousands of people in order to take aid, right, from the trucks that come in. They give them 10 minutes to pick up as much aid as they can, and then once that 10 minutes is up, they start shooting people. That is who is killing people who are going to get aid. But you know that, so there's no point arguing. But it's just how, and beyond, how is this propaganda working? Because everybody knows Israel is the one who's shooting Palestinians who are trying to get fucking food and water into their families. It's just beyond me. Fix it?
I think I fixed it. Try yelling.
I'm not gonna yell. Khalas.
Okay, I think the audio, you guys are gonna be able to hear us if we yell or not.
I'm gonna try not to yell.
networks and so on, and played that Israel is deliberately doing this. We're not deliberately doing anything. We'd like them to leave. And in fact, successively during the war, it's been now a year and a half.
He said we'd like them to leave. Oh, we know he'd like them to leave permanently. We know.
Also, we should mention at the beginning, before the genocide started, the population in Gaza was 2.4 million. Now it's less than 2 million people.
Yeah, like 1.8 or 1.9.
Most of them. So we've minimized those casualties, but it's not because we seek to have civilian casualties. It's because Hamas wants them. They're willing to sacrifice their own children, their own families, both because they don't really.
And we're happy to do it. Like, even if it was true, even if Hamas was using human, imagine you're going to a bank, you're a cop, you know what I mean? You get to the bank and you got the criminal, he's holding someone hostage. He's like, don't fucking shoot her, I'm gonna kill the hostage. And then imagine the cop just being like, I don't give a fuck, takes the gun, fucking shoots, guns down the hostage and the fucking criminal. This is literally what Israel is doing, even if you want to believe their human shield tactic. Like, let's say Hamas was literally grabbing families, putting them, standing right behind them and like, pop, 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 hiding behind the children, pop, 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 hiding behind the children. You know what I mean? Let's say that's what they were doing. Are you that much of a piece of shit to be like, all right, fuck it, let me kill the kids and let me kill the guy behind them? No, first of all, they're not using human shields, okay? They keep fucking saying human shields. Where's Mossad HQ, motherfucker? Netanyahu? It's in the middle of fucking Tel Aviv, in the middle of the fucking city, surrounded by fucking civilian buildings. Fucking, God willing. But you fucking motherfucker, bro, like, stop using this fucking dumbass fucking argument. Because even if they were using them as human shields, are you that much of a fucking murderous, genocidal motherfucker for you to murder the fucking human shields, you fucks, instead of finding another solution, a non-military solution, because that's the only fucking solution? But you don't want that, do you?
Care for human life, but also because they think it's very good propaganda against us. And if they just let them leave the war zone, get to the safe parts, safe havens that we've created in Gaza, no one would be hurt. And the minute Hamas lays down its arms, surrenders, maybe we let them leave Gaza, that's the end of the war. No one gets hurt.
What would your message be to Palestinians that just want to have like a peaceful life
Get rid of Hamas. Help us get rid of Hamas. They torment you. They oppress you. They shoot you in the back of the head. If you want to leave the war zone, they kill you. And if you say a word in protest, they'll kill you. If you're gay, you're in bad shape.
If you're gay, oh my, bro.
If you're gay.
If you're gay.
I love gay people.
Let's not even get started again. Did I mention that Israel has gay pride parades? Did I mention?
Africa, did he not get the memo that being gay is woke now? Trump doesn't like gay people anymore, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, the Nelk boys don't fuck with gay. Like, if
We
that's
don't like
what you
gay
think,
anymore.
if that's what you think, if you think the Nelk boys 89% white male demographic loves gay people, do you know what happened when they got a trans woman to sponsor Bud Light? A whole country stopped drinking Bud Light, man. Okay, that's what happened. Like, this isn't working. The gay stuff, you save it for someone else.
Save it for someone else. Save it for call her daddy.
Yeah, or Pod Saves America or something, like, you know?
They torment you. They oppress you. They shoot you in the back of the head. If you want to leave the war zone, they kill you.
Is that what the IDF does to the Palestinians? Agreed. You're right, Netanyahu. That's what they do.
And if you say a word in protest, they'll kill you. If you're gay, you're in bad shape, really bad shape. And if you are,
Why did you look at the guy over there? Is there a gay person standing there?
If you're gay like that one over there.
if you're gay, you're in bad
Like
shape.
you're in trouble.
You.
You're in trouble, my friend. You don't want to be gay.
Don't go to Gaza.
You don't want to be gay in Gaza.
Really bad shape. And if you are a woman, you're chattel. You're chattel. You're nothing. You're property. That's the opposite of everything we believe.
If you're a woman in
It's not
Palestine.
true. It's like verifiably not true.
So Palestinian women are property, apparently. Guys, we know Palestinian people. They're normal fucking human beings. I have a Palestinian aunt who passed away not too long ago. Tant Salwa. Look, yeah, guys, they're normal fucking people, okay? They love their kids. They give them...
No, you don't get it.
They give them
hate
kisses on the
women and they kill
forehead.
women.
No, they don't. They give kisses on the forehead. They make delicious food. The whole family sits down. They're loving moms. What the fuck are we talking about here, bro? What are we doing?
But I say, it's not only Israel. It's you. So we're the same.
How do you respond to, like, I'd say there's a lot of American support from the females, from the gays towards Palestine.
From the
So how does that make any
females?
sense?
From the females, from the gays. The females and the gays.
They're not asking him anything or asking follow-up questions.
He's just been talking for like 20 minutes
They're not
nonstop.
saying anything.
Or just 14 minutes. But like, again, he's like,
How do you respond to, like, I'd say there's a lot of American support from the females, from the gays towards Palestine.
From the
So
females, the gays.
are they wrong? Are you saying that they should be wrong to support them because Palestine is anti-women and anti-gay? What do you have to say to those women and gay people that support Palestine right now, Netanyahu? Please let them know.
how does that make any sense? based
That's,
off-
How does that make any sense? Oh, how does that make any sense?
gays for Gaza is like,
Because gays, how do gays have... Gays should only care about gay people, right? Like, gays don't care about women and children.
He wants to say a slur so bad, like you can feel it. He wants to say it.
Netanyahu or
Netanyahu.
or the Nelk boy.
Actually, both of them. He wants to be, what do you want to say to those F slurs?
chickens for KFC. You know, I mean, that's insane. The whole thing is absurd. Chickens for KFC, right? Gays for Gaza, or you know, women for the women of Gaza. What are you talking about? You know, they're
What are you talking about? There's no
completely
woman in Gaza.
subjugated. They've got this death cult that is contaminated. So you can push this stuff. on
Okay, so
TikTok or
if
whatever.
women in Gaza were actually subjugated, as he's saying, isn't that even more of a reason for women to support them? Don't Western women love standing up for the
Yeah.
oppressed brown women? Oh no, Iran, we must save Iranian women. So if Hamas is truly oppressing these Palestinian women, don't you want women to support women for Gaza? Don't you want gay people to support the gay people in Gaza so they can finally get their rights?
Yeah, don't they want to give them freedom? American freedom.
Like, yeah, I'm confused, bro.
around this stuff, but you know, you can't build peace or security on the the rocks. You know, they'll crash. I mean, these things will crash on the rocks of Middle Eastern realities. You can only build peace on truth and reality, not on deliberate, falsified fantasy.
Why do they say Israel's like starving the people of Gaza?
Well, because we're
Why do they say that? Why? Why are these random people on X saying that they're starving them?
falsified fantasy.
Grok told me that Grok mentioned that the IDF was starving Palestinians. Is that true? I get all my information from Grok.
Why do they say Israel's like starving the people of Gaza?
Well, because we're trying to get the food in, and we let food trucks in, and guess what happens when we let them in?
What?
Hamas steals the food.
Oh, Hamas! Oh, you know what? I almost, he surprised me with that one. Hamas. I thought really there was gonna be another. Like
That's
maybe
crazy.
There's all these potholes. We're trying to get the trucks in there, but they're not fixing the roads, so we're getting trouble to get the trucks to the places we need to get them, the potholes.
I really thought he was gonna blame the potholes, but Hamas, that was surprising. I was like,
Hamas is taking the food. And
I didn't think Hamas was taking the food. I thought it was the roads. You know, the roads.
We kind of bombed all the roads, so there aren't even any roads that lead to the people.
yeah, and like, is Hamas also standing at the Rafah border, not letting the H-Lex in, or is that just the Israelis that's doing that? Like, just so we're clear.
This is, bro, and we're only 15 minutes in, by the way.
This is just ridiculous, Anthony. It's just literally the most ridiculous thing we've ever reacted to.
There's an hour left. Yeah, this is insane. Like, this is
like
insanely absurd.
cartoonish.
Takes the good chunk for itself, then sells at inflated prices. They jack up the prices, and then they sell the food to its population, to its hungry population, if they give them at all. And then use the money that they take from their own people to recruit more killers into their terror machine. That's what
Exactly.
You actually know, yeah, exactly. You know how they actually recruit people is when you kill their dads, their sisters, their moms. They're like, oh, I want revenge.
Oh, it's the enemy, and we should hate them.
Yeah. Oh,
them. Okay.
Israel just destroyed my home, killed my mom, killed my dad, killed my best friend, killed my cousin, Hasan. You know what? I want to fucking kill you guys. That's how you recruit people into Hamas. You're doing it, Netanyahu. You are the prime recruiter for Hamas. You are to Hamas what Call of Duty was to the U.S. military, my man. Okay, Call of Duty was like a funnel to little kids to join the military. They made it look cool and fun. You know what I mean? You're doing the same to Hamas.
Why are more Palestinians not siding with Israel against Hamas then?
Well, up to now they've been terrorized, but guess what's happened? Since we're beating Hamas, all of a sudden we see Palestinians rising. You have to see this to believe this, okay? And they say to Hamas, hey, you're not coming into my building. You know, you can't use my school or this hospital as your command post. We're not
What the
letting
fuck
you.
is he
And they
talking
start
about?
fighting them. Now we
Saying
have,
that the Palestinians are now rising up against Hamas, saying, no, Hamas, you cannot use this school because Israel will spare this school. If you don't use the school to shoot out a rocket, we are sure that Israel will spare it because Israel has a good heart. The Israeli army is the most moral army in the world. Not that Israel and the IDF have bombed every single school and every single hospital in Gaza. You know what I mean? They will, because Israelis will spare it, folks. Of course they will.
actually armed conflict between Palestinians and terrorists. It was unimaginable a year and a half ago. But now there are Palestinians who rise up. And, you know, the more the better, because we can create a different future for Gaza. And we should also do something very simple that President Trump said, and it was brilliant. So that's my idea. That's how he cuts to the chase. He says, you know, at the end of this war, the people of Gaza should have the choice. If they want to leave for other countries, they want freedom of choice. Why are they locked in? Hell,
why are they locked in? Why are they locked in, you motherfucker? Oh, dude, he's sitting with honestly, this interview to him was like such a gift. He's sitting with the dumbest motherfuckers alive, bro. Why are they locked into Gaza? Do they just not want to leave? You forced them in there, motherfucker. They're not even allowed to leave Gaza to go into Israel. They can't get access to passports. They can't travel. They can't leave the country. They can't fucking go anywhere. They're mostly unemployed. There's like 50% unemployment rate in Gaza. No one can fucking leave and do anything. And now they're saying it, but now they're humanitarians. But why? We want to let them leave and go to the rest of the world. And if they want to live in Europe, and if they want to, he's just trying to get rid of them so they can build fucking condos for more fucking Israelis from New Jersey, bro. I mean, Americans from New Jersey. That's what's happening, folks. And the Nelk boys, Happy Dad. Don't forget, folks, this interview is brought to you by Happy Dad Beer. Netanyahu loves Happy Dad Beer. Benjamin Netanyahu swears by Happy Dad Beer.
we're not locking them in. Anybody could leave, but Hamas is locking them in. Suppose they want to leave. They want to go to another country, okay? Why shouldn't they have the freedom of choice to do that?
Yeah, great question, ya akhu sharmuta bro. Why shouldn't they have the freedom to leave? Ya khara. Why have they been trapped in Gaza for fucking decades, bro? Why? You answer that question, you motherfucker.
Because this is all upside down, you know? The victim of this horrible terrorism is called the aggressor. The people who are oppressed by Hamas are seen as supporting Hamas. Give them a choice. Give them freedom. Give them a life and give them a future. They can't have that with these Hamas stormtroopers. But the amazing thing is, you know, I come here and I see these protests. The people who are protesting for Hamas and against Israel, they burn American flags. They're not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. And you know what? That's protected under the fucking First Amendment. You should be allowed to burn any fucking flag you want, bro. fucking freedom of speech. You want to burn the American flag. You want to show your dissatisfaction with what the American government is currently doing. You want to hang that flag upside down. You want to burn the fucking flag. It is your fucking right, bro. Okay, you want to burn Israeli flags. I also specifically, that one is especially nice one to burn. Also, wiping your ass with the Israeli flag is nice. Using it as a doormat. There's like a restaurant. I think it's in New York. I think it's like a falafel shop in the States that has like their whole floor is like an Israeli flag with like pictures of like Netanyahu and Israeli leaders. Bro, if someone wants to burn an American flag, fuck you, bro. You're for fucking Israel, bro. Why are you talking about Americans burning American flags? Let Americans do whatever the fuck they want. Do you want to put Americans in jail for burning their own flag, you motherfucker? Is that what Netanyahu wants to do? Is that what the Nelk boys stand for? The Nelk boys want an Israeli prime minister who was conducting a genocide to tell, and I'm an American citizen, folks, I'm offended. This motherfucker's trying to tell me that I'm not allowed to burn my flag if I want to show dissatisfaction with my government? God damn it, don't tread on me, you Israeli dog.
They only burn the flag of Israel. They burn American flags. They're anti-American. They're not MAGA. They're not supporters. You know, who do they support? You know,
yeah, of course they're not MAGA, bro. Of course they're not MAGA, you fucking idiot. Look at this little neck thing here.
They support Iran and its proxy, Hamas or Hezbollah. What does Iran do?
R.I.P. R.I.P. Sayyid Hasan.
Just understand, people who support Iran or speak on its behalf. Iran tried to assassinate President Trump not once but twice.
They were behind.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're saying that those fucking random shooters that tried to shoot Trump were planned by Iran. Can you imagine? Okay, can you think if there was actual evidence that Iran tried to murder the possibly the next president of the United States? Why would America not nuke the fuck out of Iran the next fucking day? If a country actually tried to kill the sitting president or the upcoming president of a country, of a foreign country, would they not fucking ravage them the second they found out, bro? But no, Trump sat idly by and chill for months until Israel decided to bomb Iran.
But also, Iran wouldn't have missed.
Also, Iran would not have fucking missed, bro. Okay, they would have paid for a shooter that actually can fucking shoot and aim. But like, if it was actually Iran, bro, Iran would have ceased to exist. Iran would not be on a fucking map right now, bro. Okay, just so you know. Far Twain sends another $5. Thank you. Says supporting Israel is like chickens for KFC because they're the crazy ones who are gonna start a nuclear war and kill us all, bro. Again, I always say it's so fucking scary to be Israel's neighbor, man. Like, we live next to the most unhinged fucking country on the planet.
Like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen one day or the other. It's gonna fucking happen.
And you mentioning KFC right now. Goddamn, could I go for a spicy chicken wrap right now? Oh my god.
Assassination attempts?
They openly admit. By the way, they put out a price on his head. On mine too, by the way. Smaller price.
And the Nelk boys just sitting there, not even questioning, like, wait, what evidence is there to prove that those assassination attempts were by Iran? They're just like, oh, okay, cool. Iran tried to kill our president. Damn. Like, nothing. They're just fucking sitting there. Like, their heads are like fucking empty cooking pots. Just it's hollow. Just smack it and it'll ring.
They actually put a price on your head?
Yeah, 2 days ago.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, it's smaller than his, naturally. He's the president of the United States, for God's sake, okay? So they put out a fatwa 2 days ago.
Put out a fatwa? Cool.
By the official cleric of the irradiated regime that President Trump has to be assassinated and that I have to be assassinated. And by the way, they targeted...
Sick.
You should, I mean, something really bad should happen to you, Netanyahu. So the worst things on the planet should happen to you, man. And I'm not even gonna.
Death is too easy.
And I'm not even gonna say in Minecraft at this point, bro. Like, honestly, you deserve the worst. You deserve the worst. You deserve to fucking suffer for everything that you've done to all of these fucking innocent people in Palestine, bro. عن جد كسختك بقيد برو. إن شاء الله أنت وعائلتك كلها وسليلتك كلها قصص مقرفة تصير لكم يعني. ما بعرف I'm just يعني عم قولها من عربي تمام. To skirt around some things بس إن شاء الله ينتك أختكم أنت ومرتك وولادك وسليلتك كلها. مش بدي إذا أهلك بعدهم عايشين إن شاء الله ينتكوا كمان. إذا مش عايشين إذا ميتين وبالقبر رح نشيلهم من
حنشوفهم بجهنم الحمراء إن شاء الله.
حنشيلهم. We're gonna dig them up من القبر وحنيكم. We're gonna fuck their corpses يعني لأهلك. يا إير. I'll fucking do it, bro. كسختك بقيدة. I think you guys got some of that.
Yeah, they got that part.
This video is getting demonetized.
Sarah, my wife was here, and they targeted our bedroom window. Yeah, we were supposed to be there. They hit through their proxy Hezbollah. They fired a drone right into our bedroom window. So
just recently?
Oh yeah, it was a couple of months ago. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, that was. They don't even know that, bro. They didn't like. They didn't even look into the fact that like Iran almost they did hit Netanyahu's building. What a glorious day! If only they didn't miss. If only they didn't miss. Yeah, Iran. Oh God, that would have been such a happy day. Such a celebration.
So
Just recently?
Oh yeah, no, it was a couple of months ago. Yeah.
Wow.
No, it was a year ago actually. Yeah, a year ago. Okay. So how many months? 7 months ago. She counts, you know. Yeah, so they tried to assassinate President Trump twice. They've killed and injured thousands of
He just says it again, unchallenged. Iranians tried to kill president. Bro, can you believe it? Can you imagine, bro? CH sends $5. CH, who's been helping me play Dark Souls, by the way, on the gaming channel. CH, thank you so much for the help. Sends $5 and says, this interview is seriously rage-inducing, but you are all making it at least somewhat tolerable. Well, thank you. It is rage-inducing. It is. The fact that this is being shown to so many young people. But no one's falling for it. That's what I love. If you scroll down to the comments of this video, ain't nobody fucking with the Nelk boys or this fucking dumbass. So that's at least encouraging to see.
Americans in Iraq and Afghanistan. They bombed American embassies. They murdered 241 Marines in Beirut.
Beirut, shout out. Let's go.
Wait, what's he talking about?
Hezbollah, when they killed the Marines in the 80s.
They chant death to America, death to Israel. They're out to get America. They were building atomic bombs and intercontinental ballistic missiles. That's their plan to reach America. So you want these mad ayatollahs to have that power? Of course not. So they're anti-American, they're anti-Israel. And the guys who protest, and many of them are paid and organized by foreign NGOs, bad people. They're out against America. They hate Israel because they see Israel as part of America. And you know, in many ways,
it is part of America, bro. And he's going to say, in many ways, it is.
Right.
I'm just trying to figure it out too.
See Israel as part of America. And you know, in many ways, they're right.
I'm just trying to.
They're right, because Israel is literally like the 51st fucking American state, bro. It is literally like a mini America, man. There's so many Americans walking around our land, man. It's fucking crazy.
Figure it out too, because even in New York City, right? What's Zoran?
Yeah.
He's an anti-Semitic guy.
Yeah.
The highest.
Anti-Semitic guy. They're saying Zohran Mamdani is anti-Semitic for simply not liking Israel. This is how far the anti-Zionist versus anti-Semitic thing has gone. They've done such a good job of conflating Zionism with the Judaism, honestly, that now if you say that you're against Israel and what Israel is doing to Palestinians, you are basically labeled an anti-Semite. He's just casually fucking saying that. Like, what an idiot, man. And this is a friend, I must remind, of the H3 fucking podcast. Steiny, good old Steiny's coming to visit.
I think the highest population of Jews in New York City. How's that even possible?
Well, it's possible because a lot of people have been taken in by this nonsense. I mean, what, you want to defund the police? You want to have people go into stores and, rob them and be free? You think that really creates a good society? You want to crush all enterprise? You want to
Well, you
tax
live in a
people
police
to death?
state, so.
And this fucking idiot is also thinking that like defunding the police means literally we don't want any cops or any protection in the street. Just go into the store and grab whatever the fuck you want. Defunding the police is literally just
Also, the police are useless. If you get robbed, they're not gonna help you.
I mean, first of all, fuck the police, but it's also reallocating resources from overfunding police departments that have fucking tanks and weapons that they should never have to use against civilians and using them for social workers. If there's a mentally ill person who's yelling at a supermarket, maybe don't shoot him in the head. You know what I mean? Maybe get him the care that he needs.
I mean, that's a one-term effort, but, sometimes you have to get mugged by reality to understand how stupid that is. So that's silly, but, sometimes folly overtakes human affairs for a while, but not for long, because reality steps in. So I'm obviously not happy with it, but I'm less concerned with it, because I think if we can speak the truth to the young people of America, they wise up pretty quickly.
Is the war with Iran, is it over now? After President Trump did authorize the strike and they destroyed the nuclear program? It
certainly helped, but I'll tell you what happened. We were like a person with 2 lumps of cancer, okay, that threatened our life. The first one's a nuclear cancer. Would have taken them within a year, they would have had atomic bombs, which they openly.
Yeah, it's been since the 90s.
Yeah,
They're a year away. They're a year away from having atomic bombs.
Motherfucker's literally been saying that since the 80s. So, like, yeah. Look at his fucking ears, bro. Massive, gigantic ears.
Declared in the tyrants of Tehran, they said, we're going to destroy Israel, a Jewish state. The other threat that we had, another lump of cancer, was these ballistic missiles. Now, you got to understand, this is like a bus. So with a ton of TNT, okay, explosives, comes down at Mach 8, and boom, just destroys everything in sight. Israel is the size of New Jersey.
Yo, Iran fucked you guys up with those fucking missiles. I mean, Israel definitely did more damage to Iran, but what Iran managed to do with their fucking missiles, bro, and they fucking made their Iron Dome look so fucking pathetic. Iran, we salute you. For now and ever.
Okay. It's bigger than Rhode Island, but that's about it, It's the size of New Jersey. Now imagine that you would have 20,000 of these ballistic missiles, these one-ton bombs on New Jersey. So you either get destroyed by atomic bombs.
It's always fucking New Jersey.
Motherfucker, they don't want to attack New Jersey. That's why I always say go back to New Jersey. He always fucking loves talking about New Jersey too. But like Iran doesn't want to attack New Jersey, bro. Like stop it with this fucking idiotic shit, man.
Thousands of these deadly ballistic missiles.
So you think there's still a threat and they want to?
Well, we had to act.
Yeah.
Why do we have to act? Because if you don't remove the cancer, you're going to be dead. Now, if you remove it, as we did, it might come back. That happens in cancer too. But if you don't remove it, you're not going to be there. So we had to act. We did act. And, just with incredibly brave soldiers.
But is there a chance of peace with this current regime?
Not with the regime, but with the Iranian people. And I think they've had enough. 80%.
Just like there's a chance for peace with the Palestinian people, right? And the Lebanese people.
We need to liberate.
He's
the
always
Iranians.
appealing to us. He wanted to liberate us.
Hell, he wants to liberate Syrians. That's why.
He wanted to liberate us from,
happening.
but he liberated Lebanese people from Hezbollah. They have liberated the
Yay.
Palestinians from Hamas. They have
Thank you,
liberated the
Israel.
Iranians from their tyrannical government, and now they're going to liberate the Syrians from their tyrannical government, which they sponsored, by the way.
I don't want to throw these theological thugs out. They're just, intimidated by secret police that has, that just shoots them. But I think that there's a chance that the Iranian people will actually rise up because, everybody talks about regime change and they envision, the American army and the Israeli, the IDF forces invading Iran, boots on the ground and all that other nonsense that people spewed forth. No, we took action to remove those two life-threatening threats, the nuclear threat and the ballistic.
We need to, do you know what like the actual lump of cancer is? Israel and the Middle East. The Middle East is a body, and we got like this little foreign thing right there that's just fucking with everything and killing it slowly.
Missile threat, and we removed it. We pushed it away for many years. But ultimately, it's up to the people of Iran to rise up against their tormentors. And I think there's a possibility it will happen. And then we could have peace. We had peace with Iran before that. Before the Ayatollahs took over, in 1979, we had direct flights between Tel Aviv and Iran. We're two ancient peoples. We had a great partnership over many years. We have a common
Israelis are not ancient peoples. I'm sorry, bro. Iranians are ancient peoples. Israelis are not. Israelis are a fabrication that were created like 70 years ago, man.
And modern Hebrew is also a fabrication that was created 70 years.
So like, yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Like, good luck with that. You ain't no ancient people. I know you want to be,
They want to be Phoenicians so bad. They want to be us so bad.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Jews have existed for thousands of years, of course, but like Israelis, what the fuck is that? What's an Israeli, man? What's an Israeli dish?
Together, and it's sort of interrupted by this thuggery. But when this regime goes down, you're going to see peace between us like you never believed it.
That'd be nice because I think one thing Americans don't want to see is everyone has post-traumatic stress from trying to do regime change in Iraq and the past Middle Eastern wars.
Why do it? That doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It has to come from within the people, and the people are they're great people. The Iranian people are great people. I sometimes do
That's why we killed hundreds of them in this last campaign.
these podcasts with them. It's not a podcast. I mean, I do I do a video. Okay, so 3-4 minutes. I tell them that we would happily cooperate with them, solve their water crisis. Israel is the best water management in the world. We could give them. They don't have water in Iran, even though they have. They don't have electricity, even though they swim in oil. Because it's so corrupt and so badly managed. So I give these podcasts. You know what I see? Millions and millions and millions of views. The first time they showed me this, I said, no, it can't be. I said, no, Prime Minister, look.
Are you talking about your fucking analytics right now? And by the way, look, in Lebanon, we have very corrupt politicians. We also, we have water in Lebanon, but, it's probably fucking dirty as fuck. You can't drink our tap water here in Lebanon. We don't have electricity. I've told you guys, you see the power cutting off here. We have separate generators. I have to use, UPSs and stuff because the government doesn't provide us electricity, and our government has failed to provide us with electricity for fucking decades, and they keep lying about it. They keep getting grants and money and wasting it and mismanagement. Of course, we still don't want Israel to fucking bomb us. I'll still take my fucking government being a shitty, corrupt fucking government rather than Netanyahu bombing my fucking people. How about that? How's that for an answer?
Got, I don't know, 15 million views. I mean, the whole population of Iran is
They're
about
watching, right?
90 million. So I said, oh, well, that's amazing. You know what the amazing thing is? They have names. The people identify themselves. So you understand, in a tyranny like this, if people speak out, they really want, you know what they want? Freedom. They want their freedom. They have,
He's trying to be like an American so bad, like freedom.
Yeah.
We're gonna spread freedom to the rest. Bro, no one fucked with America. No one fucks with America wanting to spread democracy and freedom around the world. Leave everyone alone. Leave us alone. Leave Iran alone. Leave Syria alone. Leave Yemen alone. Leave Iraq alone. Leave Jordan alone. Leave Egypt alone, bro. Khalas fikko an aidna, man. Go back to fucking Philadelphia from where you fucking came from, you motherfucker.
They have this slogan. Well, it's women freedom. You know, the women want to be free. The men want to be free, and Israel wants them to be free, and I think America wants them to be free. But it's up to them. Ultimately, it's up to them. And I think they're getting closer and closer to the day when this horrific regime disappears. That'll be good for America. So it's not conquest. It's not American boots on the ground. For God's sake, everybody said World War III. Remember, if the president enters, he got these experts, paid experts, silly experts. America, that's World War III. It's war between China and America, and you have to invade Iran and all that nonsense. Hell no. I mean,
motherfuckers acting like they won bro, you got your asses fucking handed to you. Like, the whole world sided with Iran. There's so much footage of, like, Israel and Tel Aviv being fucked by Iranian rockets. Like, Iran, okay, they'll lick their wounds and they'll recover, man. They'll get their nuclear weapon program back on track. But you guys looked like fucking fools in front of the whole world.
very brave and persistent pilots. They go in, drop this thing in the bunker, come back. Not a single American casualty. And by the way, not a single Israeli casualty. Our brave pilots flying over the skies of Tehran. Nothing.
How did President Trump let you know about that mission?
You ever hear of phone calls?
So what, but he just called you up and
I'll
said,
be right back.
Prime Minister, we're
I don't think it was
bringing in the B-2s?
I don't think it was an open line, But we have these great conversations. We're very open with each other.
I zoned out.
He said it's like a team
Guys, my bangs are not big.
that has never happened before. And I can categorically vouch that having worked with successive American presidents, I've never seen anything like it. And it's trust.
I just need them
It's
to
affinity.
beef. It's gonna be really funny.
It's understanding that
because it's gonna happen
we're fighting for a
eventually.
greater
Both
purpose,
have
and that we can do so very intelligently and very
You good?
differently from the way that is
What's
being
he saying?
portrayed in the media. And we just had proof.
Actually, he's just sucking Trump's dick.
I just got some snacks. You want some cookies?
I'll have one actually. Yeah.
Try one of these. Are pretty good. And I have some like fake Randour digestives. They're really messy, but try. Like, there's some tissues here. Like, the chocolate is super melty.
Oh.
Yeah, these are pretty good. Here, if you want some of these.
Good.
All these guys, they're sitting there. Yeah, if
A lot more.
President Trump is foolish enough to do this, it's going to start World War III. It's going to embroil America in another Vietnam. You heard this stuff? You remember this?
Mm-hmm.
This is yesterday. They talked about it with such authority and seeming expertise. That's all nonsense.
Yeah.
It just turns out to be nonsense, pure, utter nonsense. And the president had the temerity and the leadership to disavow these so-called experts and do the right thing, and to do it with great resolution, great clarity, and with great transparency between us. You don't have to tell the Iranians, but we tell each other.
So how much? Oh, sponsor! Wow, let's see what brand just committed suicide right now.
All right, guys, we're going to interrupt really quick. I want to let you guys know about MoonPay because whenever I need to do anything crypto-related, MoonPay is the
Don't forget, folks, Benjamin Netanyahu loves MoonPay. He's on a podcast sponsored by MoonPay and Happy Dad Beer.
first app I open. Best thing about MoonPay is they literally have every payment provider. Since MoonPay knows Zen, your codes, make sure you friend that
Sean,
So I'm not hated. No.
nothing.
fast and potentially get canceled.
Do you have any type of relationship?
I question how much value. Here. Grab like multiple.
One more. For my stomach.
Like, I wonder how much value there is in us watching more of this. Should we watch Hasan berating the Nelk boys for even doing this? Or do we watch more of this, you think?
At some point, he talks about freedom of speech. Not sure when, though.
Here?
In this interview, yeah.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
He's like, what? Your podcast gets censored? That's crazy. You should have freedom of speech.
Yeah, because Israel doesn't.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, Israel literally has military censors.
Israel arrests fucking journalists. There was like an English teacher at a school who like posted on Facebook like against the genocide. They fucking put him in jail for 2 days.
With Kim Jong-un?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Just interesting.
No. The answer is no.
I think you definitely have a tough job, but why do you think you're like so hated worldwide?
Well, a lot of propaganda. First of all, I'm not
Hate
hated
the Jews,
worldwide.
what can I say?
I just received this I just talked to someone, a rabbi, and he says he just heard from his brother, who was in.
Rabbi Shmuley? Are you a fan of Rabbi Shmuley, Karine?
I love Rabbi Shmuel. My favorite.
He's the best of rabbis.
My favorite rabbi.
He's actually great because he makes people hate Israel.
Yeah, right? It's
So
awesome.
He's a great pro-Palestinian advocate, accidentally. Let's skip a little bit.
Of the Palestinian issue. Well, the Palestinians have been fighting this for 100 years before there was even a state of Israel. And they're not fighting for a state. They don't want a state next to Israel. They want a state instead of Israel. And
Yes.
they teach their children.
That's the whole fucking point. Brother. Exactly. You're getting it. Yeah.
They wanted a state that was there before Israel. You went, you stole their land, they want it back. No, at this point, it's too late. You're going to have to share it. You know what I mean? Unfortunately. But yeah, that's the idea. They want their country back, bro. Just like most people who watch Nelk want about America. I want my country back, all them damn immigrants. That's what Palestinians feel like. Like, where'd all these fucking people from New Jersey show up?
We're these fucking New Yorkers.
Why are there so
Why
many?
New Yorkers here?
Yeah. Why are there so many tourists in our fucking country, bro? What's going on? Get the fuck out. Palestinians are racist, you could say, maybe. You know what I mean? Against tourists. They want you out, bro. I'm kidding, folks. Just having some good fun.
That the greatest duty is to murder as many Jews as they want. The so-called moderates, the other branch, not Hamas, the moderates that are described as such.
The non-Hamas, the moderates. Okay.
The non-Hamas moderates. So Palestinians who aren't the fighters, we also hate them. Fuck them.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a small break from this. Just watch a little bit of Hasan. And, like, switch back and forth. You know what I mean? Because it's
Yeah, let's see his video, actually. Yeah.
All right, so you guys interviewed the Adolf Hitler incarnate, Benjamin Netanyahu, and
So
now
embarrassing.
everybody's yelling at you guys, I assume, right?
Like, getting
Is that-
yelled at now by, like,
Yeah,
their dad.
it's humiliating.
You know what I mean? Online. But, like, Nick Fuentes yelled at them. Like, that's what's so fucking funny. I think I saved that tweet. 1 second. Let me...
Wait 1 second. Somebody just died.
Somebody died?
Ozzy Osbourne just died.
Ozzy Osbourne just died? R.I.P. I mean,
That's fucking crazy and random. Like, the chat, they were talking about it. R.I.P., man.
well, man.
I know him from Hannah Montana.
Look, Sharon Osbourne is a big-time Zionist. If Ozzy's a Zionist, I'm not going to feel that bad. He's a big inspiration for a lot of people. He ate a bat live on stage. Inspiring stuff. R.I.P. Ozzy. But
Sharon Osbourne is... Wait. What? I didn't know this.
Sharon
I
Osbourne is
thought they were like separate entities. I didn't know they were married.
Sharon Osbourne is a big-time Zionist.
That's crazy.
Can you look into Ozzy if he was a Zionist?
Ozzy Osbourne, Israel.
Yep. I'm sorry, guys. If he was a Zionist, you're not going to get the reaction that you want from me. At this point, I need to know.
Wait, yeah. He was among 200 public figures calling for investigation into BBC Israel bias.
Ozzy Osbourne?
Oh, wait. Performed in Israel,
He's performed in Israel?
but...
Controversial take coming from the Do Not Worry podcast, folks. Ozzy Osbourne, you can burn in hell, my man. You can burn in hell. Oopsie. If you're a Zionist, I'm not going to feel bad for you. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
Well,
Crazy he's dead.
oopsie. Yep. I mean, hey, lived a long fucking time. He did a lot of shit.
Okay, wait, where were we? Yeah.
I wanted to show this clip. Where do I have it, bro? They had Nick Fuentes on.
Wait, I have a question. What did Trisha Paytas name her baby? Guys, drop it in the comments. I want to know. Because she just had a boy. After Malibu Barbie and Elvis. 2 girls. So let me know what she named her baby.
The chat agrees with us. The chat isn't really fucking with
With Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy Osbourne right now. Oh, so this is okay. I got a couple of tweets that I want to show. So this is from Ryan Grimm.
It's a good point. Someone
He shared this.
having Netanyahu.
Wait, did she really name it Aquaman?
No, I saw.
What? Guys, I thought you were kidding.
I'm here to. That's a good point.
No fucking way.
Why is this muted?
What's the middle name? Jason Momoa?
Having.
Okay, I love
Wait,
that.
what? Okay, can we hear this, Jose?
One is like having modern day Hitler.
Oh, the volume is so low. I think so.
No, I saw that. It's a good point. Someone said
Okay, let's not. This is not working. Let's see if this works.
We are two bozos that have no clue. We're going to give the floor. Nick Fuentes, fuck, he's going to bet anybody on that cares, but he's
Okay, no, it's not Nick Fuentes here. Okay, sorry. Let me keep reading chats and stuff. Just one moment.
Wait, Aquaman Moses? You should name it Aquaman Ozzy Osbourne Paytas Hackman. I would love that. I don't think Anthony cares about Trisha Paytas. Hey, she had that podcast with Ethan, didn't she?
There's a 38 minute segment with Nick Fuentes. We're just gonna watch this real quick.
Jewish people.
With who?
I will say, just for the record, I'm a live streamer. I do a talk show. Okay, so I've never been convicted of a crime. I've never hurt anybody. I'm not a terrorist. I do a talk show. I do a live stream where I talk about politics. Netanyahu, on the other hand, is currently prosecuting a war and has been prosecuting a war for 20 years. And it's so funny that you have an interview with Netanyahu, and I don't know how that came about, but it's totally mainstream. It's totally acceptable. You have it on all the major platforms. But this is somebody who has killed people. This is somebody who's in the process of committing what is effectively an ethnic cleansing and a genocide. And it's just sort of interesting that, you know, we're talking about platforming. Who are we going to bring on? Who are we allowed to talk to and have these conversations with?
Yeah, sorry, this is super low. I'm just gonna go back to the video. Fuck this. This isn't even the clip that I wanted to show you guys. I thought I had the clip, the tweet somewhere. 1 second. Why don't I have this?
Wait, did she call it Moses because he parted the Red Sea? And Aquaman is the god of water or whatever? I don't know these. Really funny.
It's not here. Fuck it. Okay, back to this.
Is that what's going on?
Yes, we're getting definitely some yells.
Yeah. Okay. So first and foremost, who the set that up? Was it Miriam Adelson?
Well, we actually toured the White House right before, and he was in DC. So it's kind of like a
someone must have. Benjamin Netanyahu wasn't like, I love the Nelk.
Karine, would you like a falafel sandwich?
Yes.
Maybe. Would you eat if I order?
No. You can order for yourself.
Okay, Bob, I'll order in between after the stream, because if I order now and they call me, the stream will end literally.
Boys, I'm a big
My phone is connected to my 4G, so if they call me, I'm fucked. But Bob Vorn, I promise you, man, that falafel is gonna be the best.
Consumer of Happy Dad, and then was like, let's do this.
Well, we've had Trump on a few times.
Some of the communications team at the White House hit us up, connected us with their communications team, and presented us the opportunity to do it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And you guys were like, let's do it. Sounds great.
I mean, yeah, I can say it again. I've said it a few times, but I can't speak to podcasting as a whole. And, other podcasters still have people on with just people they've had good relationships with, or their friends, or people they agree with. But with the Full Sun podcast, hate it or love it, right or wrong, if we ever get the opportunity to have a controversial guest on, we're never going to turn it down. Because in my opinion, what we want to do with the Full Sun podcast on is we're not afraid to have controversial people on. We're going to ask them questions. Sure, we're probably not the best at asking questions. We're not the best journalists, never claimed to be. So we might not be the best at pressing them. But in my opinion,
Not the best at asking questions is like an under fucking statement of like the year, bro.
it's up to the viewer to form their own educated opinion. Like, we have someone controversial on, we ask them questions. I think people give us a little too much credit when they say, oh, you're platforming him, or like, I think, sure, we have a young audience, but they're not stupid, and we don't think they're stupid whatsoever. And I think this podcast is a perfect example of that. If you go and read the comments, just because we have someone on, we're sitting beside someone, people aren't gonna be like, oh my god, Nelk's with them, like, I love this person. Like, yeah, wait, that's just not the way it works.
I don't think anybody loves Benjamin Netanyahu. I don't even think American presidents like Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying.
But and I don't think you can listen. I don't think you can platform the prime minister of Israel. That's not my argument. I don't really give a shit about that.
But
My question is, do you feel like there is a culpability that you have? Because, like, look, Donald Trump is a contentious figure, and obviously he's responsible for a metric ton of pain and violence as well, but so is every other American president. That's one thing. But Benjamin Netanyahu is, like, unique in the sense that he's also a foreign leader. So I guess the question is, like, because he's getting something out of this, right? He's getting something out of this where he gets to, I guess, like, try and humanize himself.
That's the thing that's on.
Sorry, I'm just having some biscuits. I'm fucking hungry.
Why don't you go make a sandwich or something?
That would take too long.
Do you ever just make a sandwich for dinner, or do you always have to order something?
No, I make food sometimes. I'll make a sandwich.
I usually just have a sandwich, but lil.
I like food, like a big meal.
At night?
Yeah, I still.
Oh, really? I just have like lunch, and at night I'll just have like a sandwich.
No, I have like full dinner.
Petty
Like,
in fact.
my dinner is just like my lunch to me. Anyway, sorry.
Really? Wow, you're so American pilled.
Really? Are you not supposed to have like a full dinner?
No, Lebanon, I feel like our main meal is lunch, not dinner.
I mean, they're both important.
Well, yeah, they are.
We'll have anyone on. Like, next episode, we're gonna have someone on with the complete opposite ideology that we've already been planning before this podcast came out.
Who are you guys
having? On.
What?
Nelk boys.
What are they gonna have?
They said that next episode we're gonna have someone with a completely opposite ideology. I dare you to get Abu Abaida on the fucking Nelk boys right now.
You think? I'm just gonna wash my hands. These biscuits were messy.
I mean, I'd love to hear your suggestions. We have from different friends. You could DM us after if you don't want to say them live, but we're talking to a few different people and we want to choose the right person to kind of represent, you know, the opposite side.
Okay, but Benjamin Netanyahu isn't just like a podcaster. You know what I mean? Like he's literally the prime minister that is a war criminal by the International Criminal Court. He's like literally branded as a war criminal. And it's unique because like the International Criminal Court is a European institution.
Nelk boys
So
with
stupid.
with Montez and Bizan. You'll think they'll have Montez and Bizan on? Montez, tell us about all the children that Netanyahu murdered. Like,
I think I could totally get him. Yeah, he would totally do it.
and he like denied killing. Please tell us about that.
And they've never actually criticized an American or anyone who's an American ally in the past. So it's like he's killed so many children that even the International Criminal Court was like, damn, this guy sucks.
Yeah,
He's literally like
I think
interviewing
if you watch
Adolf
it, though,
Hitler.
too, I think if you watch it though too, I think yes. I mean, I think me and Steiny could have pressed him a little bit harder, but we did ask him, what is your response to when people say you're starving children in Gaza? Do you think
We could have
October
pressed him a little harder. That you did not do any pressing. You're
They
just
asked
like,
him like 3 questions.
you're like, hey, I've seen on X that like you kill a bunch of kids and women. Is that true? And then he just fucking went on for 20 minutes about how it's a lie.
And then they were like, oh, okay.
Oh, all right, cool.
Anyway, we're this episode sponsored.
Well,
by
what about gay
NordVPN.
rights in Israel, huh? Like,
could have been prevented. Are you trying to implement regime change in Iran? Like Americans don't want another war with regime change. So we definitely did ask him some questions that I think people wanted to know.
Okay, what did he say? I mean, of course, he said
So for starving children in Gaza, he said that they bring the food in and Hamas steals it and then sells it.
that's a lie. You know what I mean? Like that's so.
Right.
So here's the thing. Here's the
Wait,
thing.
what's your opinion?
Hasan, you got
He's treating them like they're little babies. It's really funny.
well, they are. They're fucking stupid. Everyone yelled at them, but that's the even like Nick Fuentes, who is a raging anti-Semite. Like everyone just hopped on,
Fuck that guy.
just started yelling at them.
But yeah, I love it.
Sneeko. They even had Sneeko on, bro.
So good.
yeah, but one side's gonna say one thing, and the other side's gonna say it's a lie.
I don't
So if
think
you're gonna tell
you
something-
guys having a conversation with Benjamin Netanyahu is the interesting point of contention here for me at least. Like I mean I think it's in and of itself it's like worthy of scrutiny because it's like you know you guys it's like interviewing Adolf Hitler. Like would you interview Adolf Hitler during the Holocaust if you had the opportunity? Probably not, right? And we had less information on the Holocaust while it was happening than we do.
They totally would have, buddy. Come on.
That he's thinking about it. Like, look at him. He's like, would I? He's like, I think so. Actually, like
I
the
would,
content,
actually, yeah.
the thumbnail would be kind of sick. Imagine the views. The first 24 hours, it's gonna be 1 out of 10. This guy's like, yeah, he's daydreaming about it a little bit.
On this modern iteration of a genocide because we get to see it in real time because we have the internet.
Okay, so wait, what's your response to what he answered us? You didn't even talk about that.
It's a fucking lie. No human rights organization that works on the ground from the UN to the World Food Program has ever agreed to the Israeli position that this is all Hamas stealing aid or whatever. As a matter of fact, they've openly said that that is not the case at all. It's just a way for Israel to continue justifying its starvation policies against the entire civilian population of Gaza so that they can claim that like, oh, Hamas is just like stealing this aid. They've never actually given up
Don't forget, folks, good friend and a really good guy, Yoav Galan, said we are blocking all food, water, electricity. These are human animals and they will be treated accordingly.
single piece of fucking evidence for this. It is just a claim that people have to supposedly take at face value because Israel said it. It's a lie.
What's the other side's proof? Just so we can play both sides here.
Well, the other side is not even like the side of the Palestinians. I'm not even offering the side of the Palestinians. The Palestinians obviously think that that's bullshit as well. But the other side is an unbiased third party. The World Food Program is not, on board with Hamas. The World Food Program of the UN is not Hamas or anti-Semitic or anti-Israel beyond, the obvious reasons why you would be anti-Israel.
Haley D gifts 5 Do Not Worry memberships. Thank you so much, Haley. It's like the third time she does this today. We love you so much. Politics says, I wish Nour was here. This Aussie news would be bearable. Nour is at like some kind of, I think, wedding celebration. But I mean, look,
she's at a wedding party.
but if Nour knows that Aussie is a Zionist, she might change her mind. You know what I mean? Listen, we keep it real here. I mean, look, I feel bad for it. There's a lot of celebrities that I used to like that I find out they're Zionists. I don't kind of fuck with them anymore. So it is what it is, My perception of a lot. Quentin Tarantino used to be my favorite writer-director. Literally, I used to like almost worship the guy. Now, fuck him. You know what I mean? Fuck him. Who gives a shit?
He's in
because they're doing these things and then lying about it.
So what's your overall opinion of us? Like Kyle just stated that we're having a world leader on. That's what we're more focused on.
I think it was dumb. I'll be honest, because like it's not.
But you would do the same thing, Hasan, if you had the opportunity. 100%.
No, I mean
Sure, you can press
there's a
a little
difference
harder.
though. I'm well equipped to have a conversation with Benjamin Netanyahu because when he says something like that, I can turn around and be like, well, the World Food Program has said that there is no evidence to suggest that Hamas is stealing aid, whereas you don't have that follow up in that situation, and Benjamin Netanyahu knows that, and his team knows that, which is precisely why he went on the Nelk Boys podcast and he didn't go on, my stream or something. And I don't even know if I would honestly have a conversation with him if given the opportunity.
In my opinion, I think that, like, for example, I think Trump is really good on podcast. Like, obviously, that's why he did his whole podcast. I mean, he's clearly a good speaker. Like, you can't deny that. But I think, in my opinion, just because we platform someone, it doesn't necessarily equate to like a positive outcome for the guest. And I think this is like a perfect example of that. Like,
wait, it's not like they challenged him or did any. Like, I agree. If they had him on and they actually asked him questions, like, yeah, maybe we wouldn't be here right now. But you literally did just. It was just propaganda. Like, what?
That's why we're angry. That's why we're reacting to this. If this was an actual like interview with some pushback and you're like challenging him, and we think there's some good that can come out of it, like you're exposing his lies, there's value to that. But he wouldn't have even agreed to do interviews like that. Like, Netanyahu doesn't put himself in a position where he's going to be challenged. So this whole thing was just a puff piece. And these were useful idiots. Basically, they were the most useful idiots for Netanyahu. But again, everyone saw through it. No one's fucking with them, including their fans.
And they don't know that they got played.
They don't know. And now they're going on this apology tour, and they have to explain themselves to all sorts of creators on the left, on the right, extreme right, fucking anti-Semites, everybody.
This could even be a negative thing.
No, I think in the grand scheme of things, like it's not moving the needle because Benjamin Netanyahu gets positive coverage from every outlet. He gets positive coverage from every outlet. So you guys are marginal in that regard. It's not like all that significant. But if you're looking for what
I'm trying to say though.
What do you
mean?
Like
if Fox News has him on and they're more supportive of him than we have him on. CNN
yeah, no, that's why I'm saying it's marginal. Like you having him on is marginal as opposed to like him going on Fox News, MSNBC, CNN.
What do you mean
CBS,
we're not legitimate platform?
Those other outlets, and then not just Benjamin Netanyahu, but like Israeli envoys going on CNN every night and saying, well, we blew up this mosque, or we blew up this church because Hamas was in it, or whatever. That is ultimately playing a role in crafting this elaborate narrative that Israel is always in the right, Israel has a right to defend itself, and that they have to do these things, they have to contextualize this violence. Like, all of that plays a much larger role. You guys just basically are presenting a similar perspective that you get from CNN or Fox News, but now to a younger audience that's going to look at, I guess, maybe Benjamin Netanyahu and be like, he's a chill guy that you can hang with, but I don't even know if he's capable of doing that.
Wait, Hasan, here's kind of where I disagree with you. Is if you watch CNN or you watch Fox News, you kind of know what narrative you're looking for. And with us playing that neutral ground, you don't know.
Or not even a neutral ground. You just gave him this space to say whatever the fuck he wanted. You're just giving him like layups, like, well, what about human shields? And he just goes on a 30-minute fucking diatribe. So this was like, what the fuck, man? This was nothing.
We're gonna get right. So that's a differentiator. And like we told, I don't know if Kyle mentioned this earlier, but we're having a pro-Palestinian on because they're very soon here. So
I don't know who you guys are having on, but I mean, it depends on.
What I'm trying to say is like, how are we? If we're a neutral podcast, how are we anything like either side? If you know what you're gonna get when you tune into either network.
No one is fully neutral in that regard, right? Because like that's why I asked, like, if Osama bin Laden wasn't dead, would you interview him?
I mean, honestly, I don't know. That's a tough question.
Would you?
If
Osama bin Laden wasn't dead, yeah, of course. And the same but it would be contentious in the same vein as the Benjamin Netanyahu interview. Like, there are people that I interview that the American audiences would consider.
If you got bin Laden, you'd never be able to grill him because you would have had to go to Afghanistan. You would have missioned to a cave, and they would have.
No, I mean, we're setting up a hypothetical scenario where bin Laden is able to like connect via Discord. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I'm not gonna interview bin Laden with a gun trained on my head.
Bin Laden, 1 sec. I have to get the Discord. I can't find you, Hasan.
That would not be the situation. Like, that would not be the case. He's dead anyway. In the hypothetical,
well, I mean,
would you be able to?
We interviewed him in the White House with 20 people standing around us in suits. We didn't know who they were, so it's almost.
I think in that
not the same situation,
but yeah, I mean, respectfully.
Okay, so my point is, would you be neutral with bin Laden in the same way that you're like a neutral podcast?
I think we would. Yeah, we would do our best to ask him tough questions.
Okay, all right.
I think
what about ISIS?
Understanding too, right?
Well, what about Adolf Hitler?
I think we'd always kind of play the neutral role.
You would play a neutral role interviewing Adolf Hitler. I don't think that's the case. I think you're just saying that right now because you want to.
We're just not the best at grilling guests and pushing back on them. To be honest, like I said, we're not claiming to be good journalists. Like we can ask a question, but when it comes to like
Adam Friedland who joins them at some point.
Like I've never claimed to
and I think this is where it gets funny. Let's skip to here a little bit.
Boys, again, now that I fixed my issues, hold on 1 second. The Brilliant Minds of the Nelk Boys podcast went and
so he's a Jewish comedian and he has like a very funny talk show. We should try to react to his talk show sometime. So let's see what he has to say. I think this made it way funnier.
Dude, war criminal Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. And now they're getting, yeah, they did.
What? Guys, in the middle of a war?
It was a genocide.
Adam, it's a war leader. We have to do it.
You know, 60,000 people, lowest estimates, are dead right now.
We understand. We have empathy with everyone who's been affected by the war in general, but we are going to have a pro-Palestinian on next week. That's what we do here. We do not.
He's charged with as a war criminal by the ICC. Is it you could have Slobodan Milosevic on?
We would have a lot of people on.
We would have anyone on.
They said they would have. They said they would have Adolf Hitler on.
No, we did not.
We never said that.
Hasan.
Okay, they said they would have Osama bin Laden on, but not Adolf Hitler.
Wait, okay.
We said
It's too long ago.
I'm catching up right now. Did you press him? Did you you dunked on him or something?
We asked him what was his response to starving children in Gaza.
Folks, Haley is asking us to pin the Mohsen link. Before I do that, there's a pinned link right now to our gaming YouTube channel, folks, and we need this to reach 1,000 subs. So before we pin another link, show the gaming channel some love, folks. Show the gaming channel some love. 653 subs. We've gone up like 5 subs since the start of this live stream. Click subscribe to the channel, folks. A lot of fun stuff happening on this channel. Coming soon, I promise you. And now if you'd like to donate, there's another link that has been pinned up top. I think it's been changed. Yes. Back to... Where were we? There we go.
Gaza,
keep it like that. Yeah, keep it. Can't see it.
Oh yeah, let me move you.
Stopped October 7th. Is he looking to have regime change in Iran? And we told him that Americans don't want to see another regime change war in the Middle East.
We told him
They asked him if he was starving children in Gaza, and he said no. It was Hamas starving children in Gaza. Adam.
Wait. Answer this. Hasan, did they glaze?
I don't know. I haven't seen the excerpts
I
yet.
haven't seen it either. I was editing the G Herbo interview, and it's one of my finest moments, and now you've ruined my day. What are you guys doing? Guys, can I get Aaron? I was hinting at
That's
this.
just what we do. That's just what we do. So, listen. That's just what we do. So I think what we did is we had someone on right now.
But he watched Aaron. I know this boy. He watched 4 podcasts.
Adam. I think this is actually going to be.
Yeah, New York Anthony makes good points. Like they're giving Hasan more pushback, but of course, again, that interview they did with Netanyahu was like arranged by the White House. They were there to not give pushback. The only reason that thing was arranged was to not give pushback. So I wasn't expecting them to. It was just watching. It was kind of like just shocking at like how blatant of a puff piece it was. But yeah, they're comfortable with Hasan. They've hung out with Hasan before. They're going to talk to him. They were surrounded by like suits and like weird DC people and White House people and like staffers and shit. They're overwhelmed. They're idiots, man. They're just not qualified to do this.
A great thing. If everyone thinks we have such a big platform, would you guys agree or no, Hasan?
Yeah, you guys have a decently sized platform.
People wouldn't be pissed, right? If we didn't have a big platform. So if we have
I think people still, your fans would, depending on how they feel about it, they probably would be.
Right. So right now we just had Netanyahu on. A bunch of people watched it. I think a lot of people saw through what he was saying. Now already on the same day, we've had 3 people on with complete opposite viewpoints: Hasan, Sneeko, Myron, Nick Fuentes. So
okay. Don't loop me in with those guys.
Let me finish.
Don't put me in the same category as these guys.
Let me finish. So already
they just listed like the shittiest people online, like Sneeko, Nick Fuentes, you know, those fucking Nazis.
Viewpoints on the very same day, and then the next episode of the Full Sun podcast, we're gonna have someone very, very reputable with the complete opposite viewpoint of Netanyahu. So I personally think, and listen,
it's an opinion. Like he has a different opinion. There's like literally there's facts. There's the reality on the ground. A genocide is happening. An ethnic cleansing is happening. It is not a matter of opinion. It's like when CNN used to. When they used to talk about global warming on CNN, they used to bring the pro-global warming person and like a global warming denier, and they would give both of them like equal space, as if the anti-global warming guy like was actually making sense. But by giving them equal time as the pro-global warming, the person who does believe in global warming, you're essentially telling the audience, hey, make up your mind. Who do you agree with? Whose opinion do you agree with? It's like, no, global warming is happening at this point. It is a fact. You cannot give 10 minutes to a scientist who is warning people about global warming and give 10 minutes to someone who doesn't think it's fucking real and give them the same amount of importance and weight on your show. You know what I mean? So it's not like we're going to have a pro-Palestinian and a pro-Israeli, and let's see which opinion. There are no opinions anymore. There are facts on the ground. There are people dying. There is a reality. There is a country that is being colonized, that is being invaded, a people that is being erased, a culture that is being erased. Mafi opinions, but It's done. There's no room for opinion anymore. There are facts, and you have to fucking get on with the program.
I still don't understand though. Hasan, there's a lot of people, I know, there's a lot of people like Hasan though that are educated on this issue, and there's a lot of people like myself who are really not. And I know there's a lot of people watching right now that are the same way as me, that just read shit and don't know what to believe. And if you read stuff and you really don't know what to believe, like I know Hasan, that might be tough for you to understand because you're so educated on the topic, but there is a lot of people that don't know what to believe.
I know, but
So
that's
I think
why.
Sunflower Dragon sends $5 and says, Adam's degree is in Middle Eastern Studies. He's so funny and brilliant. This interview is enraging. They helped enable genocide. Good job, morons. Sunflower Dragon, thank you so much. I did not know that about Adam. That's very interesting to know. Makes me like him even more. He's also like super funny to follow on Twitter. Dude's like super funny.
What we're doing is,
You're
I think
giving
what
more
we're doing
reason as
is
to why it's
airing out-
bad that you guys interviewed him.
No, we're
though.
not. Because I
No,
think
that's
people
the
are gonna
problem,
listen to
because
Netanyahu. They're already listening to you. But
Oh,
a lot of
you
people,
guys.
a lot of people in our audience have honestly never heard of you, and I'm sure likewise they've never heard of us, so they dislike us. So we're putting you onto our audience now, and they're hearing your point of view. And then next week on the podcast, they're going to hear someone really reputable with the complete opposite view of Netanyahu. So I personally think right now we're going to bite the bullet, and I think we're going to take a lot of flack. But I think within a week or 2 weeks' time, we're actually going to be educating our entire audience and probably the entire internet on everyone's point of view.
You're doing crisis PR right now, and I can tell this is really stressful because everyone's mad at you. But please,
It's not,
you guys
bro.
just do pranks. But and people like to see you guys partying. Why you guys keep
We'll still party, bro.
in the middle? You know, people can't leave, guys.
Adam, we're
Adam,
That's funny. Like, seriously, why are you guys fucking talking about this? No one wants you to talk about this. Your audience doesn't even give a fuck about this. Like, the Nelk boys audience doesn't want to hear what Netanyahu has to say. They probably don't want to hear what the pro-Palestinian person has to say either, unfortunately.
We're paid for a few days
Half
after
the
this.
people that live there are children.
We were
75%
agree
of
with
people
you.
who died are women and children. Why are you wading into that? People like you guys because they like to party. You hit zaps. You do happy dads. You guys are chill. I like to see Steve will do a chug. Just do it. Why are you touching that? Not everything is
I agree. I agree. You know what? Adam's right. We don't have to
It
do
is
it.
a
Adam.
brutal blood. It is blood.
See,
It is
that's
violence.
That's the problem.
Why
That's
are
the
you
problem.
guys
I'm gonna tell you
doing-
something. Adam, let me tell you something.
If you're not
we're gonna-
qualified to do it,
Adam,
don't touch it.
We're gonna drink. We're gonna hit zaps, and then we're also gonna interview world leaders. When it
But
comes
it's
to it,
not.
we're
It's
gonna
not
do
just
all three.
like, dude, you're not like interviewing the prime minister of Albania.
I love what Adam is saying here. That's so fucking true. Just like have fun, guys. That's it. Do what you're good at. I mean, look, I'm not fucking qualified to be talking about fucking war and geopolitics, but like we live in Lebanon, we're being bombed by Israel. We fell into this by like trying to share a little window into what life is like here and how people think here. You know what I mean? But like, Maki's trying to get in. 1 second, folks.
Very
Okay,
creepy
you're
when they do
like,
that.
this is a guy. This is
Hasan,
if you
Hasan,
did that, no one would. You wouldn't have to. You wouldn't be doing this video or this video call anyway. If you were doing that, nobody would give it.
We plan to do the stream. You check my story. We plan to do this before we.
And Hasan, you're coming in here all hot, but it's like, bro, we told you exactly what's gonna happen. I texted you ahead of time.
I know,
You
but
know we're gonna have someone who's pro-Palestinian on the other side.
okay, but that
You're
doesn't
coming in here with all
change
this
the
animosity, and
dynamic.
it's just like, dude,
I found
you're
out
trying to
about it.
press
I
us
found
in
out
front
about
of
the
your
interview
audience,
after
you're
you
trying
had
to
already.
prove a point.
Just 1 second, folks.
So weird when he starts doing that. Evie.
Oh, little Maki. Sweet little Maki boy. All right. Back to this.
But it's like, you haven't even watched the episode. You're trying
I know,
to
but if you were to have asked me ahead of time, I would have told you not to do it.
Even if he watches it, he'll still think.
Listen,
No, I know. But
I
I'm just trying to impress him.
watched so much Nelk. I love you, boys. Listen, boys. Let's zoom out. There's a problem with today, with our society. Like even the fact that you're talking to Sneeko and Myron from Fresh and Fit, like that's not like these are content creators. These aren't historians.
Yes.
These are people that like these are the fact that like the experts on it's politics and it's war and it's violence. There are people that study this.
Myron is the dude from Fresh and Fit who is also like a raging anti-Semite. Sneeko is a raging anti-Semite. Nick Fuentes is a raging anti-Semite. That's why it really kind of pisses me off when these fucking three clowns talk about Palestine and pro-Palestine and anti-Zionism. Those guys are examples of people that would normally just criticize Jews and now use Zionist as a way to like shield their anti-Semitism. But these guys are actually anti-Semitic with years of online presence proving that they're anti-Semitic. You know what I mean? Not like the people that like Ethan Klein calls anti-Semitic. That's the difference.
Right? It's just not everything's content, guys.
But that's
Just
what we're gonna have on the next episode.
You had Coke. Jesse would have never allowed this. Were he here? Jesse, he told me he watched this episode.
I don't know enough about the Nelk history. I don't know about the Nelk history to know what Adam is saying, but it seems to be impactful.
That's one thing about Adam is he will No, everything.
That's good.
That's not, do you think that they just didn't realize? You think that you think it's banality of evil? Guys, there's a book by this lady Hannah Arendt that I want you guys to read, The Banality of Evil, and I want you guys to get back to me on it because it's sometimes it's sometimes I'm doing a podcast, it's just a podcast, but you don't realize that there's like a gravity there. There are powerful people wanting access to your platform that have an agenda. It's just like when I was asking about like Zuckerberg, right? His stock plummets when he's like doing the censorship around COVID, and then everyone's like, "You're anti-free speech Democrat," and then he puts a chain against muscles, and then his stock goes back up. But like it's this everyone that says you're an anti-free speech Democrat is like, no,
he wears a chain and he gets muscles and his stock goes back up. That's so fucking true. What do you think of the Zuckerberg rebrand, Karine? Needs to die, huh?
You're sick because you do bow and arrow, but he's like he's going on podcasts now because it's his stock price. It's an advantage for them. And
they're
it's like,
using you guys. They're using you guys to look good.
Hassan, bro. Why does anybody, Hassan? Sorry, I'm going to cut you off. Hassan, anyone goes on a podcast to promote whatever they're doing.
Yeah, but they're not. But Benjamin Netanyahu's not promoting a book, dog. He's promoting a genocide.
Yeah, I was just about to say, he's not promoting like, oh, check out my new comedy special on Netflix. It's like, bro, he's trying to convince you to allow him to keep bombing women and children and get rid of an entire population and move them out of Gaza so he can build fucking condos. We're trying to giving them the right to leave.
That's
point.
like an OJ Simpson on. We have entertain on. It's the same shit.
Okay,
This one
none
might
of
be a
those
little bit
things.
more.
You do realize
You're
that, like,
right, they don't match. No,
this
you're
is
right,
the one
they don't match.
instance. This is the one instance where it's the worst guess you could have because these
We
guys are
agree.
bad people. But what you're talking about is the worst person.
It's the most hated man on the planet.
But Hassan, we agree. But also, if we're going to do it, then
I'm
who's not going to do it?
I'm gonna hook your ass up. I said BB to that guy Yossi, who's your Mossad handler, and Aaron said, "Who's that?" He didn't know that. He didn't know that he's named BB. I'm just that's protecting. No, you said who's that, which is good. I mean, like guys, just it's like unless you know, like it's wading into like it's violence and they're bombs and rubble.
You're right. You're right. You're right. We
don't have to
definitely
do
realize
content about it. You don't have to do like we're gonna collab with him. We're gonna collab with BB and Bonnie Blue. Guys, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Nelk x BB Netanyahu. Nelk x Netanyahu.
It's just the way it's a sign of the world nowadays. It is.
You would have him on a heartbeat. To be honest. You would have him on a heartbeat. If you had the opportunity, you'd have him on a heartbeat. So I'm trying.
I would have
yeah,
only
you
if
would.
Bonnie Blue was there to defend Palestine.
You would
No,
have
guys,
BB on a heartbeat. Don't even try and fucking change the fact.
But if Adam had him on, he would at least know what to ask him. That's the difference. If Adam had him on, he's actually qualified, and he would push him back, which is why Netanyahu would never agree to go on Adam's show. He wouldn't get the opportunity to interview Netanyahu because he wouldn't want to be on a show where he gets challenged.
You know what? Like I am very like I know a lot about this subject. You know, that even maybe is a step, a shade beyond. It's a little bit like it's very painful for me. Aaron, your grandparents were the Holocaust, right? Okay, please.
Yes.
Our parents' generation, right? We're told that like we have to protect these people, and if we don't protect these people, the Holocaust will happen again. I'm Jewish, by the way, Kyle. I don't know if you could tell. I don't really read as Jewish, but okay. Our parents were told that, right? And they were really scared. They were really scared because they knew Holocaust survivors, right? And it really freaked them out. And they were like, "We got to protect Israel and stuff like this." But like, it hasn't protected Jewish people. It is.
I agree with you. That's why Adam, you haven't watched.
It's been a failure of a project. Think about the way Jewish people were treated prior to the Holocaust. For 1600 years, we were losers. Everywhere we went, they said, "Go away." Everywhere we went, they were killed. It sounds a lot like the Palestinians. Because they are people that are dispossessed, and everywhere they go, they get killed. And if we can't see ourselves in that, it's a shanda.
Adam, I'm gonna tell you something really quick. I don't agree with that.
Well said, man. This is who needs to be talking to these people, bro. I'm glad Hasan brought Adam on. Seriously, this is nice to listen to. By the way, Karine, feel free, guys. It's just a heads up. It's 10:15 here, so Karine might have to leave at some point before the stream is over. So in case you do, and you're like, you want to anytime, feel free.
But I figured I'd have to climb over the camera.
Don't worry, I'll move it for you. I'll move it for you. Don't worry. Just let me know whenever you want to go, and we'll make it easy for you.
Netanyahu, I disagree with a lot of things he's doing. I think he's acting.
I disagree with a lot of things Netanyahu's doing.
Doesn't matter. I think in certain aspects he's acting the same way as Hamas is. We've talked to him about this.
No, there's no. See, this is what I mean. You're saying he's acting the same.
No,
He's acting the same way as Hamas is. No, Hamas exists as a reaction to Netanyahu, bro.
You're disregarding the point. And Adam, you're not listening.
There's no comparison between Benjamin Netanyahu and Hamas. That's my point. The point is that Hamas.
You tried to compare them earlier.
No,
I agree with you.
Benjamin
They're
Netanyahu
acting
was
the same way
infinitely
sometimes.
worse. That's the point. The Israeli military and its conduct is a million times worse than anything Hamas could have ever done. It is hundreds, if not thousands of October 7s that Benjamin Netanyahu has done with superior firepower over the course of the last 2 years. There's a mass starvation happening. Israel is the much more powerful entity in this process, and it's backed by the most powerful country on the planet, the United States of America.
Yeah.
There's a
I
country
think
where
bottom
people-
line, guys, on
and
the
there's
Full Sun
occupied
podcast,
territory
we're
where
willing to
people
have
don't have
anyone on
right
the
to
planet.
self-determination.
That's just
So that's the
just
only
the
way
way
to
it
think of
is.
it. All you have to think of it is in this way. You have the longest occupation in modern history, right? You have a group of individuals that don't have a right to self-determination. They don't have a country, right? And it's been this way in Gaza since 1967, okay? In Israel, it's a country. They're in the United Nations. They can vote in their government. These people don't have those rights. And guess what? Right now, there's a fence around them. And they're trapped there. It's not a one-on-one. You don't even have to frame
it's literally
Gaza better than Israel. You don't even have to frame it that way. That's just the situation with the Palestinians and the Israelis, right? Who are like living on either side of that fence. And it's just like, guys, like I get what you guys got to be stressed as shit right now, but like it's just like
We're good. Trust.
It's not have it like get in trouble for anything.
Karine, you need to be a spokesperson of the podcast, even if you hate it. Admitting to the audience that you're bored in the live chat, you have to defend the show, even if it's horrible. You have to be like, guys, this is.
I love the show. I don't love watching these idiots bumble through this.
You have to say this is the most compelling thing I've ever seen in my life. I can't believe I have the privilege of sitting here and observing this.
And watching the Nelk.
And watching the Nelk boys getting yelled at by two people. And us we're reacting to two people yelling at other people. How could this be boring, Karine? How?
You're right, Adam. I understand your point of view. We do a lot of comedy. We do a lot of fun stuff. So you're right. We actually definitely didn't need this. I totally agree with you.
There's no good purpose to interviewing Benjamin Netanyahu unless you're like literally there to laser him or directly arrest him. And
well, weird to make things even worse. If you want to make this even worse for you, Karine, H3 gave their take on the situation on the whole podcast. I was gonna wait till you left to leave to do that because I know that would drive you crazy. But you guys want to hear what Ethan Klein has to say about Netanyahu going on Nelk? I know that's what you crazies want to hear. Sunflower Dragon with another 5 cents. They compared Netanyahu to Andrew Tate. I can't deal with their level of stupidity. I really can't. I mean, that's so fucking stupid. Oh my god, that's so fucking stupid. But he is kind of like he's like Andrew Tate in the sense that like
Don't continue that sentence.
No, like as in like he's a shitty person that like they're promoting on their podcast. Like they bring on problematic people. You guys want to know what Ethan? Oh fuck! Wait. Here we go. Karine,
I do want to know what he has to say. Actually.
This is for you, Karine.
The way we're next to each
other. Oh wait, how? Oh,
yeah, like this.
Nelk boys interviewed Netanyahu. My goodness gracious! Now maybe we should just start with
Nelkenyahu.
Nelkenyahu.
I can start. I would love to talk about that.
Maybe we should start with that because I have some interesting backstory there. I knew that this was happening. Let me pull it up here.
And you didn't stop them?
I'll say this, Steiny. Every time you're on the show and everyone's bullying you, you know I always try to be the one defending you, try to have your back. When they try to measure your short ass, I'm like, no.
JBR says, God, not H3 with Ethan and his annoying ass tick. Listen, hey, look, the ticks we can't control, but I just want to see what he has to say about this.
Leave him alone. I'm bringing that fucking measuring thing on myself next time.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were defending him.
Oh, every time he comes in, I'm always having his back.
Oh,
yeah.
That's there you go. You lost your last ally, bro.
That
was your first mistake.
You lost your last ally in the game. So a couple weeks ago, Steiny was like, "Bro, we're having Netanyahu on," and I was like, "What? Why?
What the fuck is this world, bro?"
And my advice first of all, don't do it. That was my first advice.
Okay, fair.
And I said, if you do it, you got to make sure that you're ready to push back. To have some basic facts, or at least have someone there who knows what they're talking about. So you're not just platforming this guy to push propaganda for an hour. And I was very adamant about that.
Ethan Klein knew.
Right? Ethan Klein is like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, so far, pretty decent take. He's like, you know what? He's going to take advantage.
I was even like, bro, you bring me on.
Which would have...
Okay, no, come on. That would have not been good. Ethan Klein talking to Netanyahu?
That would have been insane.
But yeah, that was a no. That was a hard no.
As by the way, before I be like I didn't want to go on to thank him for his valiant service. I was on there too.
Debate bro him.
Debate bro him. I feel like I would have dominated him. He wouldn't have been ready. I would have trashed his ass.
He probably would have got caught off guard.
Yeah, I would have absolutely trashed his ass.
We're talking about this a lot.
But they didn't do that. It just came out this morning, and it's just Kyle and Steiny and Benji boy And apparently, so far the reception is pretty bad.
About what you'd expect.
Like,
I mean,
no shotties.
it's just been out 3 hours, and
it was crazy when they made him do a keg stand, though. I gotta say.
dude, did you see him rip a dart? He ripped like half the whole dart.
That was crazy. That was
I gotta go rip a dart.
They played beer pong with Netanyahu.
Yo, can you put on Astro World?
They did a wet T-shirt contest with Benjamin Netanyahu.
See, that would have been funny, playing beer pong with Netanyahu. I mean, not really, but like, you know what I mean. That's the shit they should normally do.
What does the description say? The Nelk Boys interview Israeli PM Benjamin Netanyahu on full send. Try happy dad.
Okay. Try happy dad. And then lots more ads.
The comments are insane. Are pretty much, I would say, 99% negative. Although it's hard to tell where, because I'm sure this is making its round on like Twitter and the Hassanosphere. So it's hard to tell.
Well, this just dropped.
This just
like an hour ago. So this is breaking news right now.
I think in a day we'll know what picks to her without.
Yeah, it would be very hard to have any sympathy for him in that case. But
I agree. I get it.
This kind of the situation,
they're not being very entertaining. Let's see what
if
this podcast
if
fucking
that was
sucks.
a consensual thing. Then
let's see.
Apparently, they're streaming right now on Kick. You're never gonna guess with who.
Steve will do it.
Nope. Nick Fuentes.
Oh my God.
Nick fucking Fuentes.
Steiny and Kyle are now
you are a fucking moron.
This is them. No, this is them doing the. Wait, is this them actually?
This is the opposite.
No, he's fact checking. They're having Nick Fuentes fact check Benjamin Netanyahu. That's literally what's happening. This is what he wanted me to participate in.
Oh my God.
Wait,
Well, I
hold
wish
on.
you had, because you could have confronted Nick.
I don't think it was to confront Nick. I think it was like they're gonna have lots of people call in. So this morning,
oh my God.
How many people are watching this? 29,000. So Steiny messaged me this morning. He's like, "Hey, the thing dropped. I want you to call in and comment on the interview." And I was just like, "Nah." but bro, you're having Nick Fuentes.
What did his list say for finding guests? He's like one Jewish person, one Nazi. Like, what was he trying to equal it out to get both perspectives?
What are they doing? Why him? Of all the people, like, who cares? He's not even popular.
They're really trying to piss everyone off.
Biggest recording
Let's hear.
artists, biggest fashion designers, biggest artists of all time, and he could not find one
Now, Nick
lawyer.
Fuentes has been anti-Zionist before October 7th.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean?
That is.
This guy is Zionist-occupied government type.
Oh, Nick Fuentes is a legitimate anti-Semitic person. Like this, it's fair for Ethan to go after this guy and call him anti-Semitic because he actually is.
The shit. Like, why the fuck are you talking to him, Stein? You are such an idiot. You are such a fool.
Oh well, maybe he did. Maybe this is just a mix-up on Steiny's part. He was like, "Well, we had Netanyahu on. We should have an anti-Zionist on." And who's more anti-Zionist?
Okay,
than
when
Nick
people go anti-Semitism isn't anti-Zionism and all this stuff.
And Dan right here not making things like Dan is also kind of conflating right now. I know he's trying to make a joke, but like don't refer to Nick Fuentes as an anti-Zionist, bro, because you're muddying the waters when someone else refers to themselves as an anti-Zionist.
Nobody could dispute, even him. He's anti-Semitic.
Yeah, he's anti-Semitic. Absolutely.
He doesn't dispute that. He's like, no, Jews are a problem.
Yeah.
He went on his show being like, how do you bake 6 million cookies? It just doesn't make sense, that whole thing.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But by the way, just as a side note, the Lex Friedman Netanyahu was before October 7th.
Okay, yeah, I
Oh,
remember.
that's wild,
I remember that happening, but not that it was like such a big deal as this feels.
dollars that Adidas had frozen in his bank account back.
Yeah.
Think about that. This is somebody who you would think has.
But so Nick, this is for me where I'm kind of on the outside too.
This is on the other extreme where it's like, we are two bozos that have no clue. We're going to give the floor to Netanyahu to spew propaganda. And now, if that didn't make people hate Jewish people enough, let's go to Nick Fuentes, the professional anti-Semite, to spew whatever the fuck he's going to say without knowing anything about pushing back. What are you doing? Steiny is unironically propagating more anti-Semitism than anybody on the internet. This guy apparently cares.
That's actually kind of true. By talking to Netanyahu, you're making people hate Israel, but also, I mean, some people are going to, because Netanyahu does his best to associate Israel with all Jews of the world, some people do end up disliking Jewish people because of Israel and because of their genocidal acts and because of what they've been doing for the past 2 years and because they've been 7 years, I'm sorry, but like specifically the past 2 years, and because they use the Star of David on everything and they spray paint stars of David's on homes that they've taken over and conquered.
Friends with Sneeko. He's talking to Nick Fuentes. What are you doing, bro? What a fucking, oh my God.
Maybe he should have gone on. He should have said yes. I mean,
I didn't know.
I don't know.
You know what's crazy? They look like they're still in that room in the White House guest quarters.
They probably are.
God, man. Why are they talking to Nick Fuentes, bro?
Because he looks hungover.
This is lightweight compared to Netanyahu. This is just an appetizer now.
Well, Nick
They had the
Fuentes,
devil
Nick
himself.
Fuentes is a skilled anti-Semite.
No,
he has all
definitely
the
is.
crazy talking points that you couldn't possibly
Skilled
counter
anti-Semite. I
unless
think
you
they talk
know.
about it later again.
Right.
And say, I mean, Benny Boy's got his own talking points too, but they're both they're clueless that to be having either one of these combos. And both of these combos, you would have to have very specialized knowledge to effectively counter.
Sure. They should have done both of these at the same time.
World leader, you just say the word. You say the word.
This is what sets off podcasts. You could put a small microphone here, but no, you have to see this thing, right?
Yeah, Prime Minister Netanyahu with us today. We're
He's so
here
down
in the
to
Blair
earth.
House.
Yep.
Right.
Huh?
He's just a podcaster. Yeah, he's. I fucking hate him.
Is this the White House grounds?
Close.
Close.
It's the sort of the official.
Anyway,
Powerful.
stupid. Apparently, Ethan tried wants to buy Creator Clash or some shit. I didn't really. I'm buying Creator Clash. I don't think that's real. Anyways, I am curious to see what Adam is saying to the Nelk boys.
Send him to The Hague, which is not going to happen under any circumstance, especially not inside of the White House. So the only thing that happens here, even if it's a failure overall because of how intensely disliked Benjamin Netanyahu is, the goal on his end was to basically use your platform in the same way that they use CNN. So in a way, you guys turned into CNN.
I don't think just because we platform people, they fall for everything the guest says. And this is the perfect example.
I know that, and they clearly aren't. And people are going to be more mad at you guys as a consequence of interviewing.
Yeah, they're gonna be mad at us.
Yeah, my point is that if you're asking me about the morality of it, there were journalists that were implicated and also charged with crimes in the Nuremberg trials for literally participating.
Bart Twain sends another 5. So Steiny humanizes the man bombing Gaza and his own family. What does AB say to Steiny? He says, Steiny, you're short, despicable. I mean, I honestly don't know how they can have them on their set after this. You know what I mean? Like, the dude literally sat across the fucking devil who's murdering hundreds of thousands of Palestinians. So there's now 6 degrees of separation. Like, AB technically knows someone who knows and was hung out with Benjamin Netanyahu. That's kind of fucked up.
And doing propaganda for the Nazis, right? So in that regard, if you were to ask, will there ever be a Nuremberg style trial for Israel? I don't know. Probably not. Okay. That doesn't mean that the crimes are not comparable. And that doesn't mean that your moral culpability in this regard is not close to what those guys did. I'm not saying that you guys are going to be tried in the Nuremberg style trials, but the moral culpability is still there, you know, for conducting an interview such as this one.
I can definitely understand your perspective, Hasan, for sure. I just think that, yeah.
How funny would it be if Steiny and this fucking guy have to go to like the Nuremberg trials and go on trial for interviewing a war criminal?
The full sim pod. And I don't know, maybe we got to get a little better at grilling them, or maybe next time when we have a guest like this, we can hit up people like you, Hasan, and get what you would ask and stuff like that. But
no, Benjamin Netanyahu is never entering the same room as someone like myself. If I were to be in that room, he would not do this podcast with you, or maybe they would assassinate me.
Hasan, why wouldn't you do someone from both sides?
What do you mean?
I mean, we've already debated this.
But if you could do Netanyahu and do somebody else, why wouldn't you do that?
Well, I don't think that there's both sides in the situation. There is the perpetrators, like that's why I'm saying it's like akin to interviewing Adolf Hitler.
Hamas, and you can do Netanyahu.
There is no both sides in the situation. That's why I'm saying it's like interviewing a concentration camp survivor and then interviewing Hitler. You know what I mean? Is there both sides in the situation? No. Interviewing the leadership of the Jewish partisans in World War II versus interviewing Adolf Hitler or like one of his loyal advocates or whatever is not comparable. There are no both sides in a genocide. That's why it's a genocide. It's such a big crime that it doesn't even justify a genocide in retaliation to said genocide. It's the crime of all crimes.
Guys, I think you're getting the weeds a little bit, right? It's not about.
No, I mean, no. I'll be honest.
He's like you guys are well known not for politics, right? And it's like unless you're not gonna research more and get ready. Look, you're Rocky. Guys, just like politics sucks, right? I got made fun of for liking it when I was a kid. It should go back to being like for losers, right? Everyone's into politics now. It sucks. It's just like you don't have to purport to like that to know about it, and just like leave it to like the Wolf Blitzer. You know, it's just everything is content on it.
Whatever happened with Blitzer.
Me too.
He did?
No, he's still.
I mean, Adam's right. Like, the worst thing that could happen to politics is having uninformed idiots just fucking constantly chirping about this online. I mean, again, you could probably say I'm part of the problem, but I try not to present myself as an expert. I'm not out here having interviews with Netanyahu or important people from in governments that are perpetrating genocides and then letting them have the floor for 30 minutes to spread their propaganda. We're just kind of calling them out for being assholes.
He's still kicking. How dare you guys come for the Wolf?
Wolf Blitzer still buzzing around?
He's still at CNN, yes. But Wolf Blitzer also, ironically, literally worked for AIPAC before he did CNN.
For someone that like understands like what's happening in the world, like, and you guys don't have to, because like people love you for prank and lifestyle content. You know,
Yeah, that's where I think I'm gonna be on some.
I gotta go. What?
Yeah, no, go ahead. You're good.
I gotta go.
No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
Guys, Kyle, it was really nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you, bro. We'll link Adam. I'll talk to you soon, man. Are you in
LA?
LA?
Up to Steve. No, I'm in New York.
New York? All right, Adam, I'll see you, buddy. Easy, bro. Take care.
Did he just shut off his laptop? That's so funny. Oh my god, he's such a boomer.
So that's actually what I want to ask you, because when are we supposed to say no? When are we supposed to not do certain things?
I mean, look, there are certain people.
When you're not
there are certain
qualified
people
for it, bro.
that not everyone is equipped enough.
Ugh, this is tiring. Been 2 hours of this.
We're exhausted. This job is very hard.
What else is there? Let me see. Nelk boys.
Check the fucking list.
Sneeko. What list?
The Reddit posts and stuff you wanted to look at.
Reddit posts. Oh no, those are it's just a bunch of H3 stuff. But let me see if there's Sneeko. So talking to Myron. So here's Sneeko. Oh my god, bro.
Still alive?
Dude,
I was really upset because I'm somebody.
And I don't want to give these guys a platform at all, but like, you know, let me just see what these idiots. So this guy is a legit anti-Semite right here, Sneeko. Let's see what he had to say to these guys.
Netanyahu. I think he's worse than Adolf Hitler.
That was retarded to have him on. You guys didn't think you were going to get this much backlash, and now you're
No,
damage control.
bro. If they never got any backlash for the Netanyahu podcast, they 100%.
What's happening? Yeah, بيحكي مع مين?
They're going to be talking to the Nelk boys. This is just like some intro edit or something.
Okay. Just stayed on that course.
Everyone around them are hardcore Zionists.
The Muslim mom? That's
What
great.
is this?
I am a Reva, and I was taught how to pray Salah. That means every single time I pray.
The person who told in
What is this? Is this like a sponsorship or something?
Because we're trying to get the food in, and we let food trucks in, and guess what happens when we let them in? Hamas steals the food, takes the good chunk for itself, then they jack up the prices. And
Was that a I don't know what the fuck this was.
Does not decrease wealth. Click the button and donate now.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters.
Thank
If
you.
you're watching this video and it's Salah time, please pause it and go pray and come back when you're done. Please check out the description section of this video to support the channel. By now, you'd think most people would realise that shilling for the Israeli government doesn't just destroy your credibility, it does irreversible damage to your brand. Publicly associating yourself with a regime that is committing war
Everyone
I
say
am a
those
Reva,
Shahada
and I
now.
was taught how to pray Salah. That means every single time I pray.
The
person who told
Oh, it's a British guy. I was taught how to praise Allah.
I was taught how to pray Salah. That means every single time
Men
I
when
pray.
they're like,
the person who told me
fuck,
gets
I'm
the
going through
reward.
midlife crisis.
5 times a day, from Fajr to Isha.
If you want to support someone
Isha.
like me,
You pronounce
in
Aisha as
learning
Isha?
Salah,
Then sponsor
off.
10 people for just £100.
Remember the Prophet, peace be upon him, said,
So they're trying to like convert people to Islam. Okay. Hey, good luck, guys.
well, because we're trying to get the food in, and we let food trucks in, and guess what happens when we let them in? Hamas steals the food, takes the good chunk for itself, then they jack up the prices. And
some credibility.
Myron, we're seeing the tweet. LMFAO having Nelk interview Netanyahu is like Ted Bundy doing a podcast.
This is a weird
with
video,
women.
bro.
These dudes are retarded.
Wow, Myron. No, that was retarded to have him on. Guys, let's be 100% honest, not bullshit. You guys didn't think you were going to get this much backlash, and now you're damage control.
Bro, are you crazy?
We knew this. I think people didn't even watch the episode and they're just upset with the fact that we had him on in the first place.
100%.
Well, I watched it, and he lied to y'all about a bunch of shit. Like, for example, one of the things he lied about was like, oh, they were burning babies alive. That's not true.
Okay, anyways. Folks, let me give you guys a teaser of what's coming on Thursday. Karine, you're coming on Thursday?
Of course I am. How can I miss?
Because...
Hold one. Don't show. Yeah. No one can see what's in
The members and
this.
patrons got a little sneak peek, but I spent an ungodly amount of money that we will reveal on Thursday to purchase some Labubu's. Karine, we're going to be doing a Labubu unboxing on Thursday, folks. Did I get scammed? How much money did I pay for these? Which Labubus are we going to get? This is all happening this Thursday on the channel, folks.
So tune in on Thursday.
So tune in if you guys are interested in the Labubus. Also, I'm going to have to replace the link in the live chat just for one moment.
And do we get to keep the Labubus we get?
Of course you get to keep them.
Yeah.
You get to keep your Labubus.
I'd never buy this myself, just putting it out there.
And folks, also just a quick reminder to subscribe to the Do Not Worry Gaming channel. Let's see, 653 subs. Can I see 655? Hey! 655. There we go. Hell yeah.
656?
Rahul is saying, are they real, Anthony? Of course, I paid an insane amount of money, but it will all be revealed on Thursday, folks. Just watch us, watch the live stream, and we will learn everything about these Labubus together, folks. Why for the memes, for the content, Isaiah? That's why we bought Labubus. I hope you get a 24 karat Labubu. We might get the really rare one. There's also like, you know, because I could be getting either Hihi, Sisi, Dada, Zizi, Baba, QQ, or the secret Labubu. And I got the have a seat one, so that way they can sit with us on set. Very cute. But don't forget to support our Do Not Worry gaming channel, folks. I'm going to be doing some more Dark Souls live streams, more games, fun casual games, quiz games, group games, all sorts of games, folks. Just games. Also, tomorrow I'm going to be watching Fantastic Four. I have an early screening to Fantastic Four, so going to be doing that. Are you excited for Fantastic Four, Karine?
I actually am, yeah.
I am very.
I think I'll watch it on Friday or something.
I'm very pumped. The reviews are saying that it's really good. I'm excited for all of the Galactus stuff.
I'm excited to see Pedro Pascal be a DILF.
I'm kind of pumped. Honestly, I'm kind of pumped to watch it. So tomorrow, and I'm going to try to do a live stream right afterwards, give you guys a spoiler-free review. It probably won't be a very long live stream. Might just be like an hour long. But we'll just talk some Fantastic Four. We'll interact with the live chat. We'll see if anyone has anything to say. If you have any questions about the movie, spoiler-free. I promise I want you guys to enjoy the film. I'm just kind of excited. And it's been a minute since I've been to like an avant-premiere, a premiere for a film. I've been avoiding these for a while. I don't like running into a lot of people. I like going to the movies alone, you know what I mean? Having to greet people and stuff and be social. But I want to watch this as soon as I can. And so that's going to be happening this week.
I'm the owner of the one and only 24 karat Labubu.
Please don't get a Cece. What's wrong with Cece? What if I do get a Cece? Cece's kind of cute.
We have a Dubai chocolate Labubu coming as well.
I think I want the QQ though. I think I like the QQ.
Wait, I want
the most.
I want the purple one.
Which one's the purple one? ZZ? You want ZZ?
Never mind.
I want ZZ and it's what we call penis. When someone says ZZ in like French, it's like penis. So one of them is called penis.
Actually, I wouldn't mind Hihi. Michael Jackson.
I don't know if I want one with open eyes. I think I want QQ personally. I think I want QQ. Is the one I want. Dada looks kind of cute. Dada's the most
Oh, I just noticed their eyes are different. Yeah.
up to no good. This is so stupid, bro. This stuff is so stupid. But I mean, hey guys, ungodly amounts of money to secure these Labubus. 3 no less. I wish I could buy more, but you know. So folks, I'm done with this interview. You want to keep watching the interview? I think we've done enough.
How's it?
How long? Yeah, right.
We've been live for 2 hours.
We've been live for 2 hours. I mean, we can watch some more, but I don't know if we want to watch
girl,
more.
I'm done.
I don't know if I want to watch more of the interview. I don't even want to watch H3 talking about this. Like, I think I'm done, folks. We had a good time. Thank you guys for being here for 2 hours. Tomorrow, Fantastic Four stream. If I can do a gaming stream, I'll try, but it might be difficult. Thursday, Labubu unboxing. We might talk about AOC signing to send more money to Israel. We're going to be commenting about that on Thursday. There's a Lebanon controversy with a Lebanese influencer called Tufiluk. We're going to talk about that on Thursday as well. Do Labubu unboxing. We'll try to find some more topics to talk about as well.
I'm sure something will happen until then. Everything's always happening.
So yeah, and we'll see. There's going to be today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. We'll see what happens on H3 if there's anything worth talking about. It's becoming really boring, honestly. There's nothing new to talk about there. So with all that, folks, if you'd like to support us on Patreon, take a second to consider supporting us there. Here's the link. Do Not Worry Podcast. Check it out and pick a tier that's right for you. You guys can also support us by becoming a member of the channel or by gifting YouTube memberships. There are also multiple tiers on YouTube that you guys can choose from. I've kind of made it to match the Patreon. Make sure you have subscribed to the gaming channel so you guys can keep up with all of our content. There's like so many between the gaming channel now and this. There's like more than 5 streams a week. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy with the streams, folks, and crazy with the content. So thank you so much for being here. To everyone who sent in a super chat today, to everyone who became a member, to everybody who gifted memberships, thank you so much. We love you very much. People like Fart Twain, thank you. Haley D, Artful Decadence, thank you so much for being here. CH, thank you for sending a super chat as well. Bob Vorn, you as well. CH just gifted a membership as well right now. And Sunflower Dragon, as well, just with another 5. Thank you so much, Sunflower Dragon. Saying they disseminated propaganda to their moronic listeners, which enables Israel to perpetuate more torturous destruction, the sickest thing I can imagine. But again, Sunflower, the one thing we can say is that I don't think it's working. I think the world has caught up with the bullshit that Israel is doing with their propaganda. I don't think anyone fell for it. And again, looking at their comments, let's just scroll lower too. How many people unsubscribed because of this interview? Today we interviewed Hitler and we asked what his favorite color is. The fact that he was allowed to lie for an hour is wild. I'm just happy to see all the negative comments. That's probably the only positive thing about this idiotic video. This was an hour-long glazing session. Holy shit, what the fuck? This guy was starving children while he sat in front of you. I'm so happy. So these comments made me restore faith in humanity. No one's fucking with him. So at the very least, a Sunflower Dragon, we can say that. And thanks again for all the super chats today, Sunflower Dragon. We love you guys so much. We're going to let you guys go.
When we open the Labubus, we should do an ASMR.
Oh, it's definitely going to be ASMR. It's going to be the most ASMR Labubu. I wanted to do the unboxing today, but Nour couldn't be here, folks. It's the only reason why we have to... These Labubus have to be protected for another couple of days until we do it on Thursday. But that's going to be a fun one. Everybody, thank you so much for being here today, for watching us, for chilling with us. We had over 200 of you guys in the live chat at some point. Much love. Labubu time coming Thursday. Watch the fuck out, yo. Get your Labubus ready. If you guys want to order some Labubus and unbox them with us.
Unbox long.
Unbox with our Labubus. It's coming. Anyways, folks, we love you very much. Thank you for joining us for this chill live stream. And as always, do not